What's good? It's your boy True to the Fly to the God to the Ace, back at it again with episode number 2 of the True N.Y.F.L podcast. I'm here with the same solid brothers I had in the first episode, and hopefully in the rest of these episodes. I'll lead with my son Rick. Introduce yourself to the people, man. Again.
Yo, Rick, Dunny, you already know we here.
Yeah. All right. Swinging the Queens. Go ahead, Queens. Introduce yourself.
Man, you already Queens, man. You know what the time it is, man. Queens nigga, man. You in the building. Ron, aka the top yellis. Don't know Agua. Gaza, man. Gaza.
That's how you know he was getting feedback from the ladies when he break out the Jamaican accent and shit like that. My son really broke it out this time. Man.
Nigga let them know he bilingual.
He bilingual.
Hey, yo.
Wait, patois is not technically a language though, right? Isn't it just like just English with an accent? It's just English with an accent.
It's broken English. Yeah.
You know, because I don't know why I be able to understand that shit completely.
Yeah.
And people be like, they be like, yo, you speak patois? I'm like, it's English, bro. It's just with a heavy ass accent.
I don't understand none of that shit, man.
And you a Bahamian nigga, so you should get with the West Indian move.
We all Caribbean. Now that I think about it, because Bahamia's in the Caribbean, right? It's a Caribbean island. We all Caribbean. Yeah, we're all Caribbean.
Puerto Rico, Jamaica, Bahamas.
Yeah, it is. It's true.
It makes sense.
Yeah,
so let's just start off obviously in the right way, man. We got a decent amount of support from a lot of random places and shit like that. I was thrown the fuck off because I didn't think that was gonna happen. Right. I was very appreciative of all of it because it was just random. Anybody to take the time, and we didn't just shoot a small podcast. It was two and some change. It was like a 2.5 hours, bro. Like so that's a long time. Like just like Rick was saying, just like Rick saying, like it's people nowadays don't really have the attention spans of like fucking hamsters. Like I can't really sit and do shit like that no more. I gotta break it up. Like I'll break it up into half-hour shit. So for the people to actually have watched that shit through and through, especially my brother, yo, shout out to the bro, man. I might have you on the podcast one day, but like he just sit through that shit is amazing. Rick, you even said it yourself. Like you can't even sit there and watch some shit for that long. You gotta hear it. You gotta hear it in the car type shit. I like watching my podcast, but I break it up. Like I said, I'm not gonna watch a 3-hour podcast straight through. Like, I'm gonna break it up into like days.
Break it up into man.
But were y'all kind of thrown off by the support too, like from the people? Because that I didn't see that happening at all. I really thought it was
good. It was good energy, man. Good energy. Everybody I sent the link to. Now, I mean, I didn't post it on social media yet, but that's gonna be the next thing I do right off of this podcast here, yo. Everybody that I sent it to was solid. They gave feedback. Yo, they thought dope, and they waiting for more content, and that's what we doing right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Same. The people that I sent it to, it was like, yo, we funny, and they was like, oh, y'all stupid, and like it's just like we already know we got good chemistry. Yeah, so it's nothing forced. Like we wasn't just like picked up off the street, like, oh, Carlo, yo, let's do a podcast. I don't know you, but like, bro, we built this chemistry over
13 years. Like 13 years, bro. We've been doing this for 13 years.
It's very natural to us, man, just to talk. And I think like we all people that know us, like they might know us, they might not know us individually, but they know like, okay, Rick got good character and people that he hang with, so let me check it out because I know like boom, 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 because like we all got good personalities and shit like that. So I know we're gonna mess you up and people don't like to hear what we gotta say anyway.
That's a fact. Joe Budden. We coming for your podcast, boy.
Yo,
who else got podcast?
That's OG, bro. That's OG. We not fucking with them, bro. That's OG. We not fucking with them. We'll fuck Mano up. Yeah, we'll fuck Mano. Nah, we'll fuck him up. Don't talk about Joe like that.
Jim Jones coming for your podcast.
Everybody got a podcast, bro.
Yo, this nigga Queen trying to start podcast.
Yo, it's wars already. We only episode 2, but we need friends. We need allies, bro. We don't need.
Nigga, it's the second episode.
Joe Budden, we coming for your podcast, man. Fuck it. Energy.
Nah, go for Joe Rogan. That's where the big bucks is at, bro. Yo, my son got M's off of this shit, bro.
Yo, he got a 100 million plus, ain't it?
I think it was 3. I think 100 mil or 3 or some shit like that. Some crazy shit like that.
He's doing big numbers right now. It's all about the numbers, man. If you realize everything in this internet shit is about numbers, man. Numbers.
To be honest, but
it's all about the metrics and everything.
The fucking algorithms. But I don't know, bro. Like I tell people like all the time, that's when the shit gotta stop being fun. Like when numbers get involved And like you doing it, it makes it feel like work, bro. Like that's what I was telling you when I did this shit, or even when I was doing the interview shit. I don't want to focus on that because that's how you drive yourself crazy. Like, damn, this shit ain't doing the numbers. This person's doing better. I try not to focus on that. That's why I told you at the very beginning of this shit that I don't care if nothing comes from this. I don't care if we don't make a single dollar off of this shit. This is for us. Like, this is just for us. And if other people so happen to enjoy it, that's a plus. If not, it's for us at the end of the day. This is just us just taking the DMs.
We gonna make some money off this shit.
That platform shit threw me off guard because I didn't even think about that. Like, you was like, yeah, I'm gonna put it on a streaming platform. So I was like, oh shit, we can do that. Like, it is that accessible. I didn't even think to do that. Like, this is just gonna be, again, some shit I was gonna put on YouTube and that's it. I didn't really think much of it.
Like the reason why I thought about the streaming platform and stuff, because you know, like with the video, like I said, I watch 4 or 5 podcasts. I listen to them. So it's like I can't watch them because I be like moving, or I'm at work, or I'm in the car, or I'm just like doing stuff. I might be like out and I might got my AirPods and I'm just listening to it. So I like for the people that listen to podcasts while they're doing something, while they work out or whatever, I'm like, let me put it on streaming platform, because you know with YouTube, it's not how it used to be where you can just click out your phone and hit play again. Like as soon as you exit out of the Safari or whatever, the shit don't play no more.
Oh yeah.
But y'all don't got the app. I think most people got the app.
Now I got the app, but you can't like, all right, boom. You go on the app on your phone, all right, whatever. You go on YouTube, hit YouTube. Yo, you can't exit off. Like, let's say you want to text now. You want to text them or do some other shit on your phone. You cannot continue to listen to what you're listening to on YouTube.
Oh, not all right. So that I'll just stop you there. That's like a premium feature. Like that's what the YouTube Premium shit is. I got YouTube Premium. I got the YouTube Premium. I only got YouTube Premium.
Why we gotta pay for that?
That's just the game.
Why we gotta pay for that feature?
It's a free. They got to make their bread somehow. Nah. I'm not even mad at that. Because imagine if YouTube wasn't free. Like imagine this wasn't even a topic, but imagine if the internet wasn't free. Like if you had to pay to just get
they're getting paid regardless. They're getting paid over.
It's about capitalizing. It's about capitalizing off the dollar, bro. It's all about making money at the end of the day.
Well, you gotta understand, everything is capitalism. Capitalism is the #1 thing in America. So if they can make $1 off of it, they're going to try to make $1 off.
Yeah, of course. Like these social media shits, they're not going to be free forever. It's going to be a time when it's going to have to pay to be on these shits, and people are going to do it.
What was that? Like 2-3 years ago, they were trying to make people pay for the internet. Like
it was a term for it. I remember there was a phrase for it. Fuck, I'm not doing it any justice right now, but I remember there was a big ass word for it that was like buzzing for that week. Hopefully somebody in the comments or somebody watching this, y'all can fill us in on that, because I completely fucking forgot what that shit was called.
If you think about it, the Wi-Fi shit, right? You got to pay for Wi-Fi. So technically you are paying for the internet now. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, if you have internet, you're paying for them in some form or fashion, unless you jacking your neighbor's shit or some shit like that. Because even with a phone, you have to pay for the shit.
A lot of motherfuckers be doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because that premise, that's what I'm saying. So it's like they kind of got it. It's kind of like, it's similar to like the MTA, bro. Like the service just keeps getting shittier and shittier. They keep asking for more bread, but they got a very good percentage of New Yorkers by the fucking balls, my nigga. Like people got to take the shit. Like it's still the cheaper alternative than having a car. So people are gonna have to pay for it regardless. So they can do whatever the fuck they want at that point. Kind of like with the internet. Once they start charging for like fucking social media, people are gonna pay it, bro. I wake up to that. I don't know about y'all. I'm not trying to project my shit on y'all, bro. I wake up to that shit like it's a newspaper. It's one of the very first things I check when I wake up in the morning, bro. Before I even brush my teeth, my nigga, I know what's going on the timeline.
Nah, I don't do that.
You don't wake up to that shit?
Nah, I pray the whole. And then I hit my day.
Hey yo, Rick, show your whole tattoo, man.
Yo, what the fuck? Hey, yo, don't say that, because remember when he told us he got it? Yo, relax. Yo. We not doing that. We're not doing that, bro. Fuck no.
Hey, yo, Queen, you a wild nigga.
That's nasty, bro. Nah, you were
show your whole tattoo, nigga.
Yo, nasty, bro.
Nigga, Queen trying to turn this into OnlyFans.
Nah. Never that. Hey, yo.
Nah, we gotta edit that out, bro. We gotta edit that
out. Nah, keep it in there. Hey,
what you read? Yo, pause. Yo, bro. Okay. Well, this podcast is getting out of control, bro.
Yo,
order in the podcast. But nah, just because we went off on a little tangent, but you know what I'm saying, just shout out to the people that did support, and hopefully the people that keep supporting. I truly do appreciate it. I know my brothers do too, man. It's a real good feeling. But yeah, so if we're on the topic of music, let's start with how y'all got into hip hop. Tell me about how y'all got into hip hop. Period. Who was the first artist y'all listening to? What was the first song as far back as you could remember? I'll tell you my story. So I'll let Rick start it off. Go ahead, Rick. Tell me how you got into hip hop, and don't say Hov or when you was building Rockefeller or whatever the fuck.
No. I'm gonna keep it G with you. It wasn't even hip hop. My mom is a very well. I'm not as much as now, but like back then when I was little, she was heavy on R&B bars like Erykah Badu, Lauryn Hill, Kelly Price, the Isley Brothers, like whatever, like Monica, like all R&B. So I feel it with music. It wasn't even just hip hop. Like I got on hip hop by myself, but like initially it was definitely R&B. Like I remember like my love infatuation for Lauryn Hill, which I got tatted on my chest. It's from her. Like dead ass. Like
you're not even bullshitting. You really got a tattoo of
Lauryn Hill on your chest.
No. I'm dead. I got Lauryn Hill tatted on my chest. Man.
Like her face or her name?
Like her album cover, the first album cover. I got it tatted on my chest.
Hold on, I gotta see this.
That's why I said, yo, show your whole tattoo, nigga.
Nah, but his whole tattoo's in a whole nother place, nigga. Like you can't even make that joke, bro. Stop making. Yo, stop, bro. Stop.
But nah, like no funny shit. Like listening to Erykah Badu and Lauryn Hill, Music Soul Child, like Andre. My mom was a big R&B. Like she still got all her CDs in a box in her crib somewhere. And like I remember, like she used to play like the first, like literally the first hip hop song I knew verbatim, like word for word, was Juicy. Like I remember she had the album cover with the baby on it, and like I stole it, and like I had scratched the CD up by mistake, and she was tight. And like I remember, I like still to this day, I still know that Juicy song verbatim, word from the hook to the chorus to the bridge to him talking in the beginning, all that. So like from there, like as me being a kid, or like I had an older brother on my dad's side, like he introduced me to music and stuff like that. Like this is like back when LimeWire was out. Like we was downloading 50 Cent song. I'm talking about, remember
Richard died trying.
Oh, somebody called him.
The app shut off?
Yeah, the shit just exited me out of it.
All right, so where do we leave off at? Rick was talking about music. You memorized the Juicy verse. You got a brother on your dad's side that got you he showed you into some music. So
I remember like we was downloading 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying album, and the LimeWire kept giving our computer AIDS. So like the shit is shut down because LimeWire used to fuck your computer up. So yeah, like far as that, like I was on it heavy, like early 2000s, like I think like early 2000s, like when I really got into it, like, and that's like, it inspired me to like to start writing little bullshit raps and shit like that. So yeah, ever since then, it's been love ever since. Like, I love that shit. It's a passion for me, music just in general. That's why like, I'm so heavy on it and shit like that. But I give all my credit to my moms for that.
Yeah.
All right, so that was your introduction. What about you, Queens? How'd you get into music? Just rap, anything you want to talk about,
Yo, music overall, man, it's like I grew up in a lot of different areas and environments. So the first, if you want to talk about hip hop and rap, like hardcore rap and shit, was I gotta give it to my Uncle Jamal, because when I was a baby growing up, it was me, my mom's, and my Uncle Jamal, which is her little brother. And he used to be in the room, you know what I'm saying? He had a pit bull. I used to play with the pit bull growing up. And I used to just hear Biggie first album, right? Ready to Die. I used to hear all of that shit blasting through the room. So, that's when I used to play the Sega Genesis, Dreamcast, all of that shit. So I remember that vividly. Then I started hearing Tupac and Nas and Tribe Called Quest. So I got to give it to my Uncle Jamal. You know what I mean? If you watch this podcast, yo, salute. You know what I'm saying? He definitely put me onto my first real music experience, as far as like, yo, okay, this is real music right here to me. You know what I mean? My mom was big. My mom was a big Mary J. Blige fan at the time too. So we talking like mid-90s. We talking like 96, 97. Yeah. This is when I started remembering about music. You know what I mean? Because I was born 93. So what? I was like 5 years old, 4 or 5 years old. So my mom I remember that song, Mary J. Blige, I'm falling down.
But you're
my
not
mom used to have that song on repeat. My mom had that song on repeat.
Mary J. Blige is dope because she sings her shit. She sings her shit with passion, bro. Like if you look at videos of her in the shit, she's singing the shit, you feel what the fuck she's saying. I was watching the the 911 video with Wyclef.
Right.
And she was just in the rain. She was just saying that shit. I'm like, oh my God, Mary, who hurt you, Mary? Like, who hurt you, Mary? Like, yo, she just had that.
That's why they call her the Queen of Soul. She's the Queen of Soul.
They used to say they should say
she can't dance for shit. She can't dance for shit, but
she can't.
They used to say she can't act for either. She in power, trash as
yo. I actually like it. I like that. I like her in power. 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 But go ahead, Queen.
It's too cringeworthy.
I like it. I like it.
It's
go ahead, Queen. Continue though.
It's cringeworthy. Like looking at it. It's cringeworthy. Looking at it.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it's like damn. It's like
I enjoyed it. And I can't wait till the next shit comes out, the Tommy shit, because they're starting to shoot that now, I think.
Yeah. No, the Tommy shit gonna be fire.
Yeah, then it go back to Kane and shit too. When 50 was
coming up. I think the Kane one next. That's the next one.
Yeah, that's gonna be fire. You can tell that's gonna be fire. But back to what I was saying was, my mom and my uncle. Now, my mom, we grew up, my mom, I don't know if y'all knew this, but my mother's mother, which is my grandmother, she's Trinidadian, like she's straight from Trinidad. You know what I'm saying? So my mom used to blast
a lot of... What are you? What are you exactly? Now I'm throwing the fuck off. What are you exactly?
Yeah, all right, so my dad is Jamaican.
Nigga, mutt.
Listen, he's all the Ians. He's Trinidadian. He's Jamaican. He's Nigerian.
all that.
So all the Ians. You everything but Dominican. You might be Dominican too, bro. You suck on hookah, niggas. You might be Dominican too, bro.
Hey, yo, listen. You got Dominicans out there. You got Dominicans out there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So I grew up on that type of music too. You know what I mean? Growing up on that type of music too is definitely a good vibe. And shit like that.
Music go?
They go boom bye bye and I'm back to boy Ed.
Yo, we gotta make up a name for this queen. That queen's that's not Queens nigga, bro. That's the next topic. Let's not even dive into that. We'll talk about that topic and the double life that Queens nigga be living after. But
yeah, I be living double lives for real though.
Yeah.
So,
now
for real.
Like double time. Yo, he lives like double lives 3 times, bro. He's a whole bro. Queens is a wild dude, man. But yeah, for me, when I got into music, I was real like I was always around music type shit. Like, you can't help it. Like if you're in a Hispanic family, bro, when you go to the fucking family functions and shit, there's nothing but fucking bachata, merengue, salsa, and all of that shit playing. Mind you, I didn't learn Spanish until I was like 18 years old. So I didn't understand the lick of the shit, but I like the beats and shit like that. The move, even like I can't dance personally, but I like the rhythm. And it's nothing more beautiful than seeing a woman
you
dance,
can speak
bro.
Spanish?
Yeah.
You can speak Spanish?
Yeah.
I never heard you speak Spanish, bro.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like the patois thing, bro. Like we didn't hear you speak patois, and I'm about to hear you speak Spanish.
Speak Spanish.
Yeah, speak the rest of this shit.
I'll do it. Don't pull my card, nigga. ¿Tú quieres me hablar español? Oíste, si yo tengo el amigo, así mismo, soy boricua. ¿Qué te pasa contigo? I can do it, bro.
That nigga ain't say shit.
He didn't say that.
I can do it, bro. I can do it. But I didn't learn Spanish until I was like 18, and that's kind of a story in itself because I had to do it based on circumstance. Like my first job was at a receiving department, and the people that I worked with in the back, there was 4 dudes. It was a dude from Ecuador, it was a dude from Peru, a dude from the Dominican Republic, and a dude from Nicaragua, and none of them spoke English at all. Like not a lick word of it enough.
So they looking at you like, yo, you Spanish?
Yeah, I'm the whitest Puerto Rican they've ever met in their life, and I come in and I don't know no Spanish, so all I had to do, how I literally learned my Spanish was I learned the one sentence, which is como se dice, which is basically in English is how do you say, and then I would just point at shit. And then that's how I was learning my Spanish for like work purposes. Like I'll point at a box or the forklift or whatever, and they'll teach me how to say the shit. And I was helping them with their English, even though their English is still shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I learned Spanish. But to put that with music, I didn't understand this shit until I was 18, so I couldn't really appreciate the music in itself. My early teen years, especially growing up, the man that raised me had very racist views, even to this day, which is very disappointing. You think you would kind of grow out of that mindset as you gotten older, but he didn't like me listening to any of that hip hop shit for some reasons that are common, like just the influence and the shit, the content and shit like that. Especially with hip hop, a lot of drugs, a lot of like killing, guns, violence, all of that shit. And he just didn't want that. On top of it, it just so happens to be coming from a certain group of ethnic people that he didn't much care for. You know what I'm saying? Right. So he basically kept me away from that shit. When he split is when I was exposed to that music. And I remember my brother, he had burnt DVDs. Remember when you used to burn DVDs? You had the CDs, you used to burn, you had the label and shit on top. Like you would put the track list on the CD, like so you know what you were skipping through. And the first burnt CD I listened to was The Game, the documentary. First CD I listened to.
That's 05. That's 05. Yeah.
So I remember when I was listening to that shit, bro, like I was like just and like the whole album to me was no skips in that point. Like at that point in my life. Like if I go back and listen to it, probably not gonna like every song. But then I memorized the shit out of that fucking CD. The other CD was it was College Dropout, Kanye West. Okay. And these are probably like the perfect three, like you know what I'm saying. And
you really had
the best introduction.
Yeah.
Then the other one was 50 Cent Get Rich or Die Trying. I had that shit.
I feel like out of all of the three, all three of those albums, I feel like the biggest contribution to fucking rap music was
Kanye.
And I'm gonna have to say 50, man. I'm gonna have to say 50.
Hold on. But what you mean? What you mean by that?
The biggest influence, rather. The biggest influence.
No,
I should say Kanye.
It will be Kanye.
Nah, I think it was 50. I think it was 50. Influence when it came out, when the album came out.
Oh,
all right. I'm talking about at that time.
It was 50. It was definitely 50.
It was 50.
At that time,
yeah. 03. The album came out 03.
Because like you gotta understand, at that time, 50 had shoes, he had vitamin water,
he had the game, he had the fucking game,
clothes, he had G-Unit, and everybody wanted to be a gangster rapper. Like, the nigga had the worst looking tank tops in history, and niggas was wearing them shit
and sneakers. I
had G-Unit sneakers.
Yeah, you was wild. You probably got lit the fuck up, bro, because you could not wear them.
Nah. Yo, I had the G-Unit. I had the G-Unit shirt. G-Unit shirt and the G-Unit sneakers, you bugging.
The only nigga that released shit, the only two like hip hop dudes that released some type of clothing that was fucking amazing or was really hitting the streets was Rockaway and Sean John.
Yeah, that's really
those are the two.
Fat Farm too.
Who's responsible for that?
Russell Simmons is not really.
It was Russell Simmons. Who did State Property? Like what was it State?
That's Rockefeller.
What?
State Property.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. State Property is
Queens. What are you talking about? Russell Williams?
Russell Simmons is not a rapper.
Def Jam. Jam.
Okay, but he's not an artist.
It's still hip hop.
He was an A&R. I guess you still kind of.
We talking about artists.
Okay. So, but you got to say Sean John. You got to say Rockefeller. You got to say Rockefeller. You got to say G-Unit.
50's an artist.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he ain't lying. Yeah, he ain't lying.
All the artists,
we gonna keep it on brand, like the artist clothing. And
well,
shit like that.
if you go by artists, then yeah. But I think.
Now, Fat Farm had a huge contribution.
I'm starting to think back to all the old brands. You remember Academics? What else did we used to rock, bro? It was Academics.
Pele.
Mesquines. What the fuck was the South Pole? Yeah, I used to have mad South Pole shirts. Echo was fire. Echo was fire. I fuck with Echo.
Echo Unlimited.
Damn, bro. Look how we wear now, bro. Shit is insane.
Yeah, son. Imagine you see a nigga wearing that now. He probably got like 5 bodies he caught.
That's what I'm saying. He just got out of jail. That's the only way he's wearing the shit is if he just got out of jail. If he just got out of fucking jail. And he gonna be tight.
He killed like 5 people.
Yeah.
He just got out of jail.
But yeah, man.
So what brands y'all wear now?
I'm a simp, bro. I fucking just wear Polo, Levi's, and fuck what else. I don't even know what else I fucking wear, bro. Like everything I fucking wear is Polo. I would put my jeans up, these shit's too tight, nigga. It's all Levi. I'm not gonna show y'all my ass on camera, nigga. But and all I rock is just Polos and Levi's. That's really all I wear.
That's smooth.
That's it.
I be trying to stay. Well, I be trying to stay up to date with the current fashion. But yo, listen, I put on. Bread. Yeah, exactly.
I can't do it, bro.
What I'm trying to do with my paper, I'm trying to save my money to do something that is gonna benefit me. All of these clothes and shit. Hey, yo, you put this shit on. As soon as you put this shit on, it's like a liability. You're gonna lose money in this shit anyway.
Well, not even that. It's like a depreciating asset, bro. Like it's kind of like
a car. It's like a car in a sense.
Even chains, bro. Like this shit was a frivolous purchase. Like we shouldn't be buying stupid shit like this. Like,
but no. If you think about it, a chain, right? A chain is more of a. It's an investment.
It's an investment. gold right now, like they always say, if you got money, go get gold bars because it's always gonna be high demand. Gold is always gonna be up.
Always.
And
it's an investment.
Like I said, like if you needed some quick money, you can go pawn your chain and get some money. You're not gonna go pawn no clothes and get no money for it. Niggas like, nope. What the fuck I'm gonna do with this?
Yeah.
Now the thing is, what's fucked up in the sneaker culture, like you can go resell some shoes, some $150 shoe that you just bought for $500 because the hype's so big on the shoe now because everybody in demand for them.
It's dead stock. It's limited quantities and shit like that.
Yep.
It's limited quantities and
shit
like that.
And to keep it real about the jewelry, right? You see all these rappers nowadays, they bust their rollies down, they bust their APs down.
That depreciates
they bust
the value,
all their jewelry down. It depreciates it. Now, if you got yes, it does. Rick, do your research, bro. If you have a plain Jane rollie from 1976,
it's more.
It's gonna be more. It's gonna be more than a bust.
Yeah, because diamonds don't hold a value.
Nope.
It doesn't.
Nope, they don't. And, like Hove, right? He got a crazy watch. And this shit don't got no diamonds in it, nothing like that. I think it's a Richard Mille.
Shit costs more than everybody shit busted down.
Yeah, this shit is like $1 million.
Yeah. Them Richard Milles, I don't know why they so expensive. I don't know why. Like they start off at $250. Like
start off at $250.
$250,000?
Yeah, they start off $250.
Yeah, $250.
And to my son, this shit don't got no diamonds in it or nothing. $250.
And that shit probably look trash. That shit look trash.
Yeah, no.
Like a sports watch. The watch. I'm not a watch guy, so I never wear a watch. I'm not a watch guy, but the Richard Mille, like it's a nice looking watch, but I don't see what people see. It's hype. It's hype.
It's status. It's like a status kind of thing.
Because what makes a person say, okay, I'm gonna make this watch, but it's gonna be $250,000. Like who said, like, what makes that watch?
The nigga named the nigga Richard Mille. The nigga named Richard Mille.
But I can chime in on that. Like when they're making that shit, like, bro, they're not even putting a fraction of what that fucking cost. Like they're making bank, bro. They're making bank, bro.
Like look at Lil Uzi.
Super bank.
Lil Uzi put a $24 million diamond in his forehead.
Son, listen. That diamond was not no $24 million.
Hell no.
Like, bro, why would you even put that out there so the nigga can somebody can snatch it off your fucking head? Come on, that don't make no sense.
Yeah, these rappers nowadays is wild, bro.
Yeah,
real talk.
You know but
so who's your top five right now in the game, man? Who's your top five?
Oh, that's tough right now for me because I'm all over the place with the shit.
Yeah,
my music taste changes like with how I'm feeling. Like where I'm at in my life is what I listen to.
Okay. So do overall then, not right now. Overall.
What do you gonna turn this into a 3-hour podcast if we do overall? Again,
it don't even have to be in the order like 1, 2, just like top 5 people that, like, if you was on an island by yourself, you get 5 rappers you can listen to for the rest of your life. Them in their catalog for the rest of your life. Who you going with?
And off the top, what's something we
off the top?
I gotta go.
I got my top 5. I got my top 5 right now.
Go ahead. Yeah, start it off so I get you.
Go ahead, Queens.
All right, my top 5 right now: Vybz Kartel, Kodak.
Hey, never mind.
No. Vybz Kartel. Vybz Kartel. Kodak. Kodak is in my top 5. My personal top 5. Kanye, right? Cole, and I would have to say me.
Yo, your top 5 is.
You gonna kill yourself on that island, nigga.
Yo, your top 5 is horrible.
How my top 5 horrible, bro?
Go ahead.
All right, let me go.
Vybz Kartel, bro.
Let me go. My top 5, like, and this is in no order. Hove, Jay-Z, Jigga, Sean Carter.
Oh shit! Yeah, this nigga is stupid, bro.
Nah, no funny shit though. It's Jay-Z, Kanye, Cole, Kendrick, and I'm gonna say all Griselda.
All Griselda.
The movement, Benny the Butcher, you don't know
Griselda.
Griselda?
Benny.
Oh, Griselda. Oh,
Conway.
I thought he said something else. I thought he said August. Yeah. Nah, yo, not for nothing. Yo, Rick, shout out, son. Yo, you put me on the Griselda. I wasn't really fucking with Griselda music.
Griselda, man. Come on, man. Griselda, man.
Oh, I got the Fly God merch. You got the Fly God merch. How much that
shirt
shirt cost you?
Huh?
How much that shirt cost you?
50.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I don't know why I thought it'd be more than that.
No, bro.
Hey, yo, I like West Side Gun shit.
Isn't he the one that you didn't fuck with though? Isn't the one he's like, yo, I can't listen to that. I remember Queen saying that.
What? Yeah. So when he was down here, I said, yo, let me put you on. Let me make your playlist.
Yeah, he did.
And I'm talking about, bro. We driving. I'm in my car. He in his car. Every time we had I hit a nigga playing this. I say, damn, nigga, you still playing that shit? Like, no, this shit hard.
Fire.
This shit hard.
Hey, yo.
Queen's nigga still playing.
Hey, yo.
Queen's nigga still playing G Unit from like back in the day, bro. Like I seen this nigga in his Insta story. He's still playing. So that's not a big surprise to me. Like Queens don't keep up with the music.
I think it's that day that me and Queens we was talking, and we was like, yo, G Unit had some shit back in the day.
Yeah.
Like far as everybody that came out on G Unit went platinum. Like Tony Ayo, Buck, Banks, Game, like everybody.
Which now if you're looking at it, there's no reason Tony Ayo and Yump, they shouldn't have been going no platinum, bro. I think that was just a
Cardo, you wildin'. Tony Ayo first album was fire.
I didn't care for it. I think I don't even know I sat through the shit, bro.
Listen, Cardo. If you go back and listen to them songs, you're gonna be like, oh yo, I forgot about this.
The game to me is like one of the most like underrated rappers, bro. Like I fuck with the game heavy. Like his last album was fucking amazing. Like that's probably his best album ever, bro. He went out on a high note. Like if that's really the album that's gonna make him retire.
Nah, it wasn't his best album ever. Nah, that wasn't his best album.
I think it was better than the documentary, man. I think it was. And documentary was his best album prior.
Nah, Cardo, nah.
What's the album where he had all the features on it?
That's like every album.
With the Ali Boombaye.
That album.
Wait, what album was that?
That album was fire. I forget when he got the Jesus pieces on the album cover.
Yeah, that's what's called Jesus Piece. That's
what it's called. Is that the shit that he had that fucking single with Drake, that 100 shit?
No.
Nah.
I don't know what
that was a documentary too.
He had a song with it was him, 2 Chainz, and I think it was Ross. Ali Boombaye.
I think I heard that song. I don't think I like that song though.
No. That's one of the worst songs on the album.
So I'm saying but I think that was the single. I think that was a single. I think that was on the radio.
That was a single. That was the single that he pushed for that album.
This album right here, Cardo.
Jesus Piece.
Oh, that was in 2012. I gotta go sit back and check. Fire. Yeah. I really liked his last album though. Like I really liked his last album.
His last album was good.
I fucked with his last album.
Was phenomenal.
If he would have cut if he would have cut that shit like by like 5 songs that had no business being on it, he would have had a classic. If he would have just cut a couple songs off of it, because some of them songs ain't even be there.
But you know they put all them songs in there for streaming purposes anyways, because they trying to. They gotta up the numbers. They gotta up the streams and shit like that. More songs, more streams. Bro, do you understand if you put 20 songs on the album, do you know how much filler is gonna just take out the whack songs, put all the good songs in there and make it concise? Fuck all that streaming shit, trying to run the numbers up and all that. Like, bro, niggas is dropping albums with 40 songs on it. Who the fuck is listening to that?
These deluxe fucking, I think Chris Brown did some shit like that. We had like 40 plus songs. And I was like, bro, I fuck with Chris Brown. I'm not listening to 40 songs, bro. I'm not doing that shit. I'm not listening to that, bro.
Bro, me neither, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You could be my favorite artist, bro. It's gonna be hard for me to listen to 40 songs.
I like projects with 10 songs, bro. I think 10 songs should be the cap. I think 10 songs is a good fucking number.
10 to 12.
10 to 12.
I like 10. 10 to 12 if you're gonna throw like skits or fucking interludes and shit in it, then you could do 12. But 10 I think is the number. If
Cole drop an album right now, 40 songs, you not gonna listen to that shit?
He's definitely gonna listen to it.
He's gonna listen to it.
He's gonna change his whole opinion on what he just said.
No. Jay-Z would never drop 40 album 40 songs on it. So this question is irrelevant.
Hey yo, you never know. The nigga might fuck around, drop a deluxe.
Bro, he don't need no money. He's not gonna drop no 40
He's not gonna do it. He wouldn't do it for the money. At this point, he wouldn't even do it for the money. He's a billionaire. He don't even got to do that for the money.
None of them. That's why whenever Jay-Z or any of these dudes, like we were just talking about this other when we were talking about the Nipsey track or whatever with him. I appreciate any music I get out of any of these guys that's been in the game this long, because they're at that point where they don't need to, like, they're literally releasing music just cause, like, they don't have to do it no more. So when they do it, whether it's trash or not, it's up for critique, but I appreciate it nonetheless, because he does not have to do this shit. Like, when that 444 project, I was so fucking hyped about that shit, because it's Jay-Z, that's one. I was like, it's Jay-Z, that's one. Two, he doesn't have to do this shit no more. He doesn't have to. So whenever we get any kind of music, I'm fucking ecstatic about the shit. Like Kanye West's next album is gonna be amazing simply because he's getting divorced. Like he's probably gonna go back to old Kanye, bro. He probably gonna release some fucking flame, bro.
Nah, you don't think so? Gonna fuck his whole life up. I think this is fucking his shit up. This is gonna fuck him up.
Hell no.
I don't.
His mom passed away, and he released probably his best project ever. In that My Beautiful Twisted Dark Fantasy. That was after that. Even the 808 shit, the 808 Heartbreak. I didn't really, the album was okay, but I wasn't as big on it. But that was around that same time. When this nigga go through shit, his music is fucking incredible. Yeah. It's when he's happy that the shit is trash. That's not a hot take. When he's happy, this shit is trash, bro.
That's a fact. But that is true.
We got Yeezus and St. Pablo when he was happy. Those are the two albums we got.
St. Pablo was all right. St. Pablo
had a couple songs, but it wasn't Kanye type. We're talking about Kanye West, bro.
It was a good album.
It was a good album.
It was okay. It was okay. It had a couple good tracks. It was okay. Because all right,
that was his last good album.
So compare it to My Beautiful Twisted Dark Fantasy.
You can't because that's the best hip hop album ever released.
Ever released.
That's a hot take. That's a classic to me. That is his classic. There's no skip on that song. There's no skip on that album at all.
Kanye has the most classic albums out of everybody catalog.
Yeah. Now, hold on now. We can't leave out my dog Cartel, son. I know y'all niggas don't. Y'all niggas don't listen to Cartel.
Listen, you got College Dropout.
Yeah.
You got Late Registration. You got Graduation. You got My Dark Twisted Fantasy. Classic. You got 808s and Heartbreak. That changed the game.
That a classic.
Listen. You know
808 changed the game, bro.
You know why?
It was an influence. I still wouldn't call it a classic. I still wouldn't call it a classic.
It's a classic.
I wouldn't call it a classic. I didn't really care. The reason why? Because it's the auto-tune shit killed me. The auto-tune killed me. It was too much, bro.
All right.
It's too much.
Right, but all right, check it out.
Production was amazing. Hate the auto-tune.
He changed the game in the sense of because, all right, nobody was using auto-tune. Nobody was using auto-tune. Then you have niggas like Drake. Then you got niggas like all of these other dudes that's doing auto-tune now. Before
Drake might be in that conversation too, bro. Drake might be in that conversation too, because people say Drake don't got classics. I don't think Drake's ever dropped a bad album, ever.
No, he hasn't.
He hasn't
ever, ever. He hasn't missed yet, bro.
Yeah, Drake is not even in my top five.
He missed one time. He missed one time.
Wow.
I wasn't big on
Scorpion.
The shit he just dropped his last shit.
What was the shit?
Scorpion.
Nah, I like Scorpion. I like songs over there.
Look, that's another thing. It was too long.
Yeah,
I could agree with that because it's with him. Not to shoot him bail or nothing. He's touching different like demographics of people. So his album, it's not just for me. Like I would rather hear rapping Drake a whole fucking album, but he said it himself. He'll never do that.
That's what I want. Like I want, but he said his mouth
he would never.
He would never.
Drake is not going to do that.
But he touches too much. He got to make shit for the ladies. He got to do the dance or whatever culture he's appropriating at the
point where he can do that, though. Drake is at the point where he can do that. Bro, anything Drake put out is going to be number one. It's going to stream the most. He's going to go on a big ass tour, make a whole bunch of money. Drake has the ability, I heard somebody say that Drake can't do what Beyonce do and just drop a surprise album. Drake
he did that.
Probably the only artist that can do that.
Drake has done that.
I don't think he's the only one, but he definitely can't do that. Why couldn't he do that?
I'm talking about rapping. Name another rapper that can do that, and that's gonna sell a lot.
Kanye West, Jay-Z, any of the people we just named.
No.
Nah. You don't talk to me.
Jay-Z don't sell a lot. He doesn't sell a lot. Jay-Z
He's doing 150 easy. That'll probably be a bag. He's doing 150, bro.
Yeah, streaming.
Easy.
Streaming.
But I'm saying Drake is doing 1 million.
Yeah.
But I'm saying you're saying that they can't do it and sell no, they can do it and sell a lot. It's just not at the caliber of this guy because he's the hottest rapper in the game right now. Period.
He's been the hottest for the past 5 years.
It's like 4 rappers right now that can drop this Friday and that's gonna do 500 units or better the first week.
Hold on, let me get
Kendrick, Drake, Travis Scott.
Let me get, and I don't even like Travis Scott. Let me get my top 5 off before anything, because I had some time to think about it. Jay-Z, Kanye West, J. Cole. I definitely go. I was listening to Friday, the warm up and Friday night, bro. This is amazing music, bro. Amazing music.
Classic.
So I those 3. I'd probably go with I will put Nas in there, Queen's Bias. I will go Queen's Bias, so I'll put Nas in there. And the 5th one, like, I'm fickle on, but I'd probably say I'd probably go with Drake. I'd probably put Drake. So who did I say? I said, yeah, so that'd be my shit right there. I think that's a good little.
And Drake is in the point of career that he's in right now. With his
discography is crazy. His discography is crazy. Like, he has a lot of music.
He could stop making music. He could stop making music right now if he wanted to, man. He could stop making music right now.
And I don't mean to make this a dick riding Drake type shit, but one thing about that sentence is like, yo, bro, this nigga, like, in his music will make you feel shit you didn't even know you was feeling. Like, he make you want to go through shit. Pause.
That's that light skinned nigga shit.
Yeah, you know I'm not lying. I guarantee you right now, if I go through one of y'all phones, y'all gonna have a shot for me or hate sleeping alone. Y'all gonna have one of them music that's not for us. Yo, you lying, bro. I know you lying, bro.
Yo, I got that in my.
I know you do, and I know he does too. He's just lying, bro. Like, I know.
I got a Drake playlist. Like, how I look at Drake. Like, you know the little ghostwriting rumors or whatever, but I know Drake rap. Like, I know he raps.
Yeah, Drake can get busy.
Did that take away from y'all? Did that take away from, like, his thing for y'all? Like, his legacy?
At that time, it did. I was like,
it did.
Cause I feel like, I'm like, bro, like, if niggas feel how I know there's niggas out there feel like the way I feel about Jay-Z, as far as music wise, they feel about Drake. So if something came out, it was like, yo, Jay-Z can write his rhymes. Like, I'd be like, yo, what the fuck? I don't want to listen to this shit no more, nigga. Like,
but Jay-Z got hit with the same shit. I mean, I don't think anybody came up with, like, real proof on it, but Jay-Z got accused of that too, though. Jay-Z got accused of that too.
But people used to say, oh, he used to take big lines, but he already addressed that.
Nah, they said that there was an artist, I think it was something Young Chris or some shit like that. There was another nigga that I think Son
stole that. Oh, the young nigga.
Yeah, he stole, that mad of his shit. And I think he came with receipts. He came out with receipts.
Young Chris.
Yeah, he's in the Young Guns, but bro, people been saying that about Jay-Z, like, oh, even Nas said it.
All the big artists. I never heard that about Nas, though. I never heard that about Nas. That's another reason. I never heard that about Nas.
You're not gonna hear that about Nas.
Listen.
Never heard that about Nas.
Listen, I don't know if y'all never heard this, but y'all can Google it. Both of y'all phones got Google on it. They definitely said that Jay Electronica was writing Nas rhymes at one point.
Get the fuck out of here.
Who said that? Who said that?
Google it.
Who said that though?
TMZ must have said that.
No.
Jay-Z slipped that tweet out. It was just like, yo, put this out. Yo, this nigga's killing me right now.
This was a while back. And they was like it was Jay Electronica and this nigga name. I know y'all probably heard of music before. His name old Young Drew or Old Dro or like he sound like Nas.
Sound like Nas. I never heard of that. I don't know.
Man, both of y'all phones got Google, man. Google, man.
But what I'm saying with that, for me, it didn't really take much away from me. Just like you said in the conversation, like, don't tell me, like, especially because it came to Jay, like, if for some reason, like, Jay, not for some reason, I can't even say it because he's obviously one of the fucking most iconic fucking people in the game, but it's like he's the bar in this rap shit type shit. So when niggas is blowing up like Drake, it's like the Jordan thing. It's like the Jordan LeBron thing or the Jordan, like, everybody's just always comparing it. They're comparing it to Jordan. Like, that's the standard. That's the bar. That's the greatness.
I put Nas Ghostwriter and what it say.
Yeah. I mean, I don't make it true. You can't read everything you read.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's what I'm talking about.
I'll tell you like that because you never heard Nas have to address it. Nigga, Jay, they asked him, yo, Jay, I heard you was GOAT. Nigga, he got pressed on the Breakfast Club about the shit. Pressed.
I say a big line. I'm just bigging up my borough, bigging up my brother, big enough to do it. Come on, man. Like, I got Jay-Z balls, like, right here. Like, I just grab them out the air. Like, right here. They right here.
But fucking up.
But you know,
I only cared about it when you would have a rap conversation. Like, it didn't take away from nothing in Drake and his legacy for me. But if you're gonna compare him to people who actually rap their shit, then it's like, nah, we can't have that conversation. If you're not writing your shit, bro, you can't be in that conversation. You can't.
But
Bro,
all right. Drake has done some things that these rappers that we can pick is versatile. He's Jamaican, Spanish, motherfucking
He's Spanish.
From the
Canadian, UK.
From the UK.
Everything. Yo, he could go on any flow and put his music and put his taste on it, and it's gonna be a hit.
That's exactly why I said that his albums aren't just for like one demographic of listeners. Like he's touching on mad. That's why he has to have all these songs. Like, you know what really amazed me, how I knew this thing couldn't do no wrong? When he released that Care Package shit, where it was like fucking just remade songs from like shit that
all
like,
back in the day,
like album cut shit, bro. Yeah. And that shit sold. I was just like, because these songs are old, bro. Like I had a song on it called Club Paradise. That was my shit. Like mad long ago,
2012. That's like 2012, 2011.
And those songs never made an album. Those songs, they were just singles.
And most of them were good songs. I have to say, like, it's just crazy. Like, just imagine that. Imagine your catalog is so crazy that you could just re-release shit and sell and make money off of your work from 9 years ago. Like, that's fucking insane to me. So that's how I knew you could do no wrong. But that'll be my top five. So it'll definitely be Jay-Z, Nas, Cole, who the fuck else I said? Kanye and Drake. I would have to put them there. I wanted to put Big Pun just for my Latinos and shit like that, but his life was cut short, so you know what I'm saying? He couldn't do everything.
That care package that Drake dropped, right? It had Free Spirit on there, right? Free Spirit?
I think so.
With him and Ross.
I think so.
And I think they definitely made an album. Didn't that make an album? That definitely made an album.
Nah, that didn't make an album.
Nah, that didn't make an album.
Nah, I think it was on Care Pack. Hey, I got a lot of memories with that song, man. Yo, tap my name on you, girl. You know it's real.
Yeah, classic shit. But yeah. So we'll talk. We'll wrap up music with just like shit nowadays. The topic that y'all want to touch on with this fucking kid. I'll let y'all lead the way on this one because I don't really care to talk about him.
Snitch 9. Hey yo, Rick, I'm disappointed in your motherfucking.
Hey yo, stop playing me. Stop playing me.
I'm disappointed.
You know that
in
shit is joke. You know that shit is joke.
I don't know, bro. I don't know that. Bro.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Listen, I don't know.
Okay.
I think you got a 6'9" right next to Lauryn Hill, like right here, bro. You got that shit right here, bro. Like right in your testicles.
Hear me out. Son, I don't listen to the nigga music. Never did.
Neither do I.
I don't like the nigga. Or whatever, but like,
I do like 6ix9ine. I do like 6ix9ine. I like his personality. I like his personality in the sense that he don't give a fuck. The nigga snitched, put mad niggas away in jail, came home, and still was like, "Yo, y'all niggas suck my dick." Like a lot of people can't do that.
But look, I'm gonna ask y'all a question. If a nigga robbed you for millions of dollars, fucked your BM, tried to kill you and your family, and they put you in jail and said, "Yo, if you tell on these individuals what they was doing, you can go home. But if you don't, you're gonna get a whole bunch of years." What is y'all niggas doing?
I'll answer that with this. You can't. It's not a fair question to ask me because, or any of us for that matter, none of us are street dudes. None of us are living that life.
No, I'm saying.
No, I get what you're saying. I'm saying that we're civilians, so we're gonna snitch. Like we're not gonna fucking take the rap off.
I don't know about you. I don't know about you, Cardo. Me, man, I dare not to N.Y.F.L my business.
Get the fuck out of here, nigga. We got a whole story about how you was like you was in witness protection, nigga.
Witness protection.
Right now, what you mean?
We're gonna shake his head to that one.
We got a whole story where you was witness protection. Nigga, Queens nigga ended up in New York overnight.
Yeah.
Nigga took a jet. I was with this nigga 6 hours ago. Yo, son, I drove to New York. Nigga, what?
Nigga took a black flight, bro. My son was on a black flight, bro. My son was on a black flight.
The whole thing with 6ix9ine is like people always say, okay, 6ix9ine looking for clout or whatever. But the niggas that say he looking for clout, they'll sit there and argue with the nigga too. Like, what is you looking for? You doing the same thing he doing.
Yeah.
Like with the whole Meek situation. If the nigga run up on me, yo, I'm getting in my car or I'm going back to wherever I came at. Like, I'm not talking to you. I have nothing to say to you. We don't have no business. We don't have no dealings. We don't have nothing to talk about. Why the fuck are we talking? Like today,
there's no reason for us to talk.
Like the nigga is on IG Live with the niggas in Chicago saying, yo, your dead homie, you ain't do nothing about your dead homie. Oh, blase died.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, these niggas is on IG Live arguing with this nigga. We know he's not for real. Why are you feeding into his bullshit? This what he's want. All he want is y'all to feed into his bullshit. All he gonna do is yell on the phone, suck my dick, suck my dick, suck my dick. Niggas not gonna do nothing to me. Like it's stupid.
It's internet shit. It's just internet shit, bro.
He's the king.
It's the internet.
It's one thing I can't say. He's the king of the internet.
People put, and I wouldn't even say that. Yeah, I hate when people fucking say that shit. But
he's the king of the Instagram.
Because they'll say shit like, "Oh, the internet, when the internet's not fun without him." Are you fucking stupid? You know how fucking lit my shit be? Like without this nigga, with or without this nigga, he's not the fucking king of shit. It's entertaining at the end of the day. So I agree with Queens because at the end of the day, it's just entertainment. But my thing is just that when somebody is blatantly doing some shit, that's why I hate like with Kanye now, especially even though I put him in my top 5. What I hate with Kanye now is that you just hear all the random fucking stupid shit, and it's always when he's about to sell something. So it's all about selling something. It's the same thing with 6ix9ine. He has music on the way. You notice how he was quiet for fucking forever after his last project flopped, and the minute he started talking shit again is when he got music. It's all about selling something.
He put out a video yesterday. It did 20 million in
yeah, I don't put stock in that because these Instagram shit, all these social medias, you can get boost up for all of this shit. There's apps that you promote, and you pay a certain amount of dollar, and they give you these like that shit ain't real. If you go look through these shits, like if you go for person to person and like and fucking shit, whatever, it's a bunch of bot accounts, bro. It's not real.
Yeah,
it's not real. It's just for show. And that these fucking companies, they don't know no better because of the traction that the shit gets. I'm not saying it doesn't get any traction at all, but that's what it's all about. It's how many eyes can you gather? How many people can you draw? It's about the draw. That's what the whole social influence shit is for. So what Queens nigga said with the influence shit, like which is with the entertainment shit, I get that part of it. But when I know that you're just doing this just because you got something on the way, or you're just doing like the Meek shit, like he fucked with one of the dudes that's known as the street dude. Like Meek is considered a street rapper in his music.
Meek is a cornball.
It's just his light pair, but I'm just saying you can't take that away from like at one point before Twitter finger shit, Meek was the streets. He was the street artist. He was the street artist that turned mainstream.
Even with the Twitter fingers, he's still labeled as a street rapper.
He is.
But I'm just saying, I get what Queen Singer is saying when he's saying the cornball shit, because after all of that is when that shit kind of got taken away from him. But I'm saying that, so if anything, in 6ix9ine's part, this is smart. Meek's dumb, like you said, for indulging in the shit. But what I'm saying is I think he handled it well, because that could have went left. Like, if Meek would have put his hands on him, or one of his entourage would have did that, then I would have said you're fucking stupid, because now your dumb ass is going to jail. Because isn't he still on parole? Like, isn't he still on fucking parole?
Nah, he good. He good.
But it don't even matter. So, like, even if he gets caught up in the shit, he's right back. He's booked again, and this guy's walking around with cops, or even feds for that matter. Like,
he is the cop. He's the fed. He's the fed.
So that's why I get what you're saying, but I still think he handled it well in the entertainment aspect. He was just like, hey, you pussy, nigga, fuck out of here, like just whatever. As long as he ain't try to get like attack him or anything like that, then nah. It's like, what are you doing at that point? Because this kid is like, he's like fucking 5'4", nigga. He's like 5'4", 120 pounds, bro. Like, he's a kid.
Nobody touching him. Nobody's touching him.
Of course, because he's an informant, bro. Like, you wouldn't want to even touch him. That's why it's like now, like seeing this shit, bro, like it's entertainment, but then at the same time, it's like, once I know that it's just, once you see through the entertainment of bullshit, it's not entertaining to me no more. Because now I can't even like assume whether it's real or not. That's where the appeal it is like, oh, maybe he is, maybe he's not. We'll find out on the next episode of fucking King of the Internet. Like, but now I know that it's all bullshit in the facade. It doesn't do nothing for me no more. It's like, oh, you just chatting. I'm actually mad he's from New York. Like that just adds another rat to fucking New York hip hop history. But
you got to understand, like if you go through, it's not even about the rap part, because his demographic is way younger than us. It's kids that's coming up and seeing
it's
that.
Not for us.
It's not us. So, but we see it because he antagonized the people that's supposed to be street dudes, and he tried to call their cars out. Even when he had the gang backing him and all the blood niggas backing him, it was the same thing. He knew he had that protection, so he talked crazy for niggas that was gonna go for him because they had the bag. You feel me? They was gonna get 6ix9ine was gonna pay them. Like, bro, he's on camera saying, "Yo, I want y'all. I got a hit on this nigga. I got you $30,000, nigga. Go shoot that nigga." You feel me? So people was doing that for him because the money was good and they was gonna do it. But my thing is, they already knew he wasn't for real, so why put him even in that position to know what y'all got going on in y'all infrastructure or whatever y'all was doing illegally? Y'all got him right there front and center, seeing everything. Like, you know, when this shit go down, he was gonna snitch. But he said the only reason why he snitched is because they stole millions of dollars from him. They fucked his baby mama, tried to kill him and his mom, They kidnapped him
That's
and
still,
tried to do all that. So he was like,
my thing with that is that, like, when people try to give him empathy, like when you ask that leader the way, it's like, bro, it's not like I can't absolve him of anything, bro. He's on camera, like you just said, putting a hit out on somebody. He's on camera robbing somebody.
Right.
He's there with a gun, with his
Right.
man's with his gun. He's running up on someone. So he's initiating. So I don't give him no shit. I don't give a fuck. Nigga, it's a part of the game. If you're gonna talk that rah-rah shit, this is a part of it. If you get robbed and your baby moms gets fucked and you get kidnapped, it's a part of it. Like, it's a part of it. You can't pick and choose where you want to be. You step into the shit. You can't dibble or dabble, 1 foot in, 1 foot out with the streets. You either in or you not. That's why when you asked me that, I was like, it's not a fair question because I'm a civilian. I'm not about to fucking do some time for some shit I didn't have nothing to do with, nigga. I'm going to fucking snitch. How I look at it?
Wait. Hold on. What you mean you gonna snitch?
I'm going, like, nigga, if we get into some shit together, right, that I got nothing to do with, this is all you. If me and you just like a guilty by association shit. If all three of us is walking together and Queens nigga did some wild shit where he caught a body and you did some wild shit where you caught a body and I just so happen to be there and we get roped and they say, yo, one of y'all niggas is going to jail. Hold on, hear me out. One of y'all going to jail. If y'all my friends and my peoples for real, you not about to let me take a body for y'all. Y'all not about to do that.
We N.Y.F.L. If one person go down, all of us go down.
Listen. How I see it, say that same scenario, it was backwards. You and Queens have caught a body, right? And they asked me, I don't know.
But what happens? And what happens if they say, yo, we're gonna pin this on you. We got this evidence and we could pin this on you. We're gonna put this body on you. And mind you, we
going to trial, nigga. N.Y.F.L. die, nigga.
Hell no. You got a daughter. You have to. I wouldn't even hold that against, bro. If you was to do that, I wouldn't, because you got a daughter. So in your specific case, nigga, if you didn't do it, it's a given. But I'm saying, listen. As us at
you said a good point. I'm man enough to say Carter didn't have nothing to do with that.
It's me. That's what I'm saying. Right. You gotta own your shit. If it's me and I did that, yo, he had nothing to do with that. That's me. That's it. I'm not gonna let you take a rap with me.
But look, Cardo, you just said I got kids, so you got to take that body from me, nigga. Somebody got to take care of my daughters, nigga.
I'll be a godfather. I'll go to church. I'll go to church. I'll be a godfather for real. Like, I'll really do it this time for you. But I'm not taking no. I told my brother that shit. Like, I was like, yo, bro. We was talking about it because I think somebody asked me that shit. Was like, yo, would you take? I was like, fuck no, because I was like, if that person really loves me, they wouldn't even leave that up for debate. If you love me, you're not about to have me sit down for 15 years for some bullshit you did.
You have niggas out there
that'll do it. They do it.
That would do it. That would be like
some fucking stupid ass blind sense of loyalty. And then when they get locked up, these niggas ain't doing nothing for their commissary. These niggas forget about these niggas. They live their lives. So you just took a bid for nothing. That street shit is a facade, bro. So it's like, I'm just gonna keep it all the way of being with you. Like, if you my peoples and you did some foul shit and you're not about to let me take that shit. This shouldn't even be up for discussion. I wouldn't expect nobody to do it. I wouldn't expect you. If I did some shit, I'm owning that. I'll even go the extra mile, like Rick said, and say, yo, nah, these niggas I was like, yo, they didn't have nothing to do with it. That's all me. That's all me. Yeah. Let me take that because it's my bid. It's my bullshit. It's my bullshit.
Yeah, because it's no point, like, because like I hear mad stories like when niggas riding the car together, they get pulled, and if nigga got drugs on them, niggas that drop the drugs on the ground, they be like, yo,
the whole car getting charged. The whole car.
Like, who drugs it? Like, you know it's your drugs, but you just dropped it on the floor. Nigga, as soon as we go and lock up, nigga, yo, get ready. Get ready, nigga. Soon we going lock up, nigga. We
throwing hands, nigga. Fighting hands, throwing hands.
Because if that was the case where you could just not say, like Rick was saying, like you could just say, yo, I don't know nothing. That shit only goes but so far. They're gonna hit you with an alternative. It's like, oh, you don't know nothing? All right, we're gonna put this case together that makes it look like you fucking know something. Do you really want to take this fucking chance on some shit that you probably didn't do? Right. Or do you want to say that, you know what I'm saying, whatever? I couldn't hear you, bro.
But you know with that, like, what I come to find out with the law, they always gonna try to, even if they don't got no evidence, and like, you know, you have to play it safe because this right here, that's not in your favor. That's already a charge.
Not in your favor.
That's another thing. That's again that also plays in a factor, bro. Because like people like, even though I'm Puerto Rican, bro, like even though I'm Puerto Rican, I have to acknowledge. I was having this conversation with my cousin the other day. Even though I'm a Hispanic, I'm a Latino, I'm of the minority. This color, bro, this shit changes shit. Like I had to learn that growing up. Like I've seen shit where like even in like interviews and shit like that, like I remember I was getting interviewed by this security job. It was by a brother, and he was asking me a bunch of questions. He says, yo, have you, this is like early in my security shit. He was like, yo, he said, have you ever got like arrested? Do you have a record? And I was like, I said, no, I've been like stopped by the police before, but like, he was like, oh, for what? And I was like, for hopping the train. But I was like, nothing like that. I was making a joke of it. Like, I wasn't like, cause I never got asked that question before. And he was just like, he says, oh, and what happened? And I was like, oh, nah, he just let me go. And he was like, huh, figures. And I didn't know what he meant by that at the time, but it was just because he's talking about like my skin complexion. But I'm like, no, I'm looking at it, I was like, because I was a minor, there's nothing he could really do but just give me a slap on the wrist.
This is a black man?
He wasn't even talking
yeah, it's
about
the black man that was employed. I'm on a security company shit. And he told me that shit, and I was like, damn, I didn't even think. That's when I started like acknowledging white privilege. It's not about your ethnicity. It's literally the pigment of your skin. If you are this, like, if you are this skin complexion, it comes with some kind of perks, whether you want to acknowledge or not. Because my cousin was saying to me, she's my skin complexion. Her son looks more Hispanic. He's darker skin because of his father. And she was saying that she's scared for her son and his future because he's going to be labeled a minority just based off of this. He's a great fucking kid, but he's not going to be labeled off of the merit of his character. He's going to be labeled off of his fucking skin. She was like,
all about what you see.
She was like, he doesn't have that privilege that we have where it comes to this. And that shit kind of hit me hard because I'm like, damn, as a parent, that got to be scary as fuck. I can only imagine what it's like for people of the African-American community to where you have to have that conversation with your children that no other ethnic background has to. Like, you literally have to sit down and tell your children how to deal with police. Like, we can even go back to that shit that happened when we was in Florida together because Rick was trying to get us shot. You remember that shit? Rick was talking crazy to this cop, bro. Like, I'm like, yo,
when we recorded the fucking we recorded that shit with Nate. Yeah.
I don't know. You want to tell us, bro?
No, look. You gonna have to tell the story because I don't recall. Honestly, I don't.
So
all right, I'll tell a story.
No, you're terrible at telling stories.
No, nigga. Let me tell a story. I'm
gonna stop you. The minute you fast forward, I'm stopping you.
Yo, the nigga tell the story at the end.
Nigga do it backwards like a movie, like an Al Pacino, and like he said. My Queasy said, Guns N' Roses, Nate, trash can.
That's it.
Bow. I was like, no, nigga, it's mad of a shit you supposed to say. Now, let me do it. You have to spill me.
We was in your mom's complex. We was in your mom's complex.
No.
Yeah, we was in Carter's mom's complex, nigga.
He's just Rick's an ass. He's just talking shit.
So we was over there, you know what I'm saying, doing what we do. And Rick was like, yo, play this motherfucking instrumental right here off the Honda.
Now you're wrong right there. I picked that instrumental. Me.
You picked the instrumental?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Carter picked
it.
Carter picked it.
Okay, all right, boom. We playing it. Yo, we had the battle. You know what I'm saying? You and Rick, you and Nate had the battle. The battle. Rest in peace, Nate. You know what I'm saying? It was all good. Everything was all good. Cops pull up. Now, I forget who had weed on. I think it was Nate had weed on.
Nate, the only one that smoked.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah. So he threw the weed in the bushes, and then the police came because we was blasting the music loud. You know, we doing us. You know what I'm saying? We loud and shit. You know what I mean? But the cops came and was like, yo, what's going on? Yo, everybody shut the fuck up and let this nigga Cardo speak.
Hold on. Before we can get to that,
don't say that ain't happened.
Because no. I was just gonna give you a little detail that you left out. Because the cops pulled around the block. They didn't have their lights on or nothing. And Rick said, yo, these niggas is gonna come through. And I was like, you fucking paranoid. We ain't doing shit. Like, we're in my mom's complex. We just chilling. He said, bro, them niggas they're gonna do a U-turn and they're gonna come over here. I was like, nah, get the fuck out of here. As soon as I said that, them lights went on and they turned into the fucking parking lot and they came around. So all I remember was the cop came through and Rick's like, yo, these niggas always on some bull. Like, I can already tell Rick is just on some different type of time. He's just like, yo, these niggas. He was like, yo, these niggas head, man, always fucking around. And we ain't even doing shit. I'm like, yo, bro, just chill. Like, it's not even that deep. Nigga, we're in a white, rich ass neighborhood with 3 fucking minorities playing rap music in a property that none of us live in. Of course somebody's gonna fucking say something. But I said, let me just talk. So the cop pulls around, cop comes out, the cop's like, he was like, hey, what's going on, fellas? He was cool. Like, if anything, he was really cool. He came out, he said, hey, what's going on, fellas? He was like, he said, let me see some ID. Rick's like, always ask for ID. Why do you need ID, man? And I'm like, yo, bro, it's not, like, relax, bro. Like, it's not that serious. So I give the man my ID. Rick's over here just muttering to himself. He's just like, yo, now they over here trying to check if you got any like fucking warrants and shit like that out for your arrest. Nigga, like, yo, these niggas always. I'm like, bro, like, I don't get it. You know, I'm not a fucking murderer. I don't care. They can look up whatever. Like, I'm like, yo, just chill, bro. Like, he was just in his bag, and I was just like, bro. So the cop looks at the shit. He was like, oh, he said, he was like, he only asked for my ID. So Well, he asked for ID. I just gave it to him. And then he was just like, oh, he said, yo, he said, you don't live around. I said, nah. I said, I'm on here on vacation. These are my friends who celebrated my 21st birthday. I said, my mom lives over here in this building at this floor. I said, if you don't believe me, we could go together and we could talk to her or whatever. And then he was just like, no, he said, that's fine. He said, listen, we just got to complain that you guys were playing loud music and stuff like that. And Rick was like, yo, it wasn't even that loud. Like, I was just like, yo, shut up, bro. I'm like, yo, bro, he's going to get us in fucking trouble, bro. Like, so.
Yeah, Rick didn't give a fuck. Rick did
it, bro. He did it. This is why. So he's like, fucking, he's just saying it. I feel him. I understand it, but it's like, this is not how you handle this shit. Like just let me do it. So we're talking, and he's just asking, he was like, he's all right. You know, I just need you guys to clear the area and, you know, just take the party somewhere else. And I was like, all right, appreciate it, officer. And that was it. And they left and they dipped. And I remember I looked at Rick as soon as that shit happened. And Rick was just like, nah, that's some bullshit. I'm like, bro, that shit could have went a whole different type of way if I let you do the talking, bro. Like, it's a good thing that I went first and started talking to the nigga. I don't know if it's because of this or because of the way I approached him, or it's a combination of both things. Because I am a firm believer that this does cause a different rep in terms of like your dealings with the police. But I also think it's about your approach as well. I think that plays some part in it. I think it plays some part in it because when people like with the shit that Rick was doing, when you do shit like that, like that's not helping the situation at all. It's bad enough that he just sees
they feel threatened. They feel threatened.
Yeah,
they feel threatened.
It adds to it automatically because of the skin complexion, and then you aggressive or you just being that extra shit. Like yeah, or they're like, oh word. So not only do I have these preconceptions that you're this bad person based on your skin color, but you're gonna give me attitude and give me shit for doing what my job is. Like, oh, now that's when I think it goes to a next level. Granted, it isn't.
It's not even an attitude. It's like when you talk about them, they be like, oh, this.
Who do you think you are?
No, not even that. Like, oh, I don't.
But they weren't even like that though. They weren't even like that.
You're not scared of me.
Yeah.
Oh, you trying to stand up to me? Oh, I'm gonna show you.
Nah, and I get that. Don't get me wrong. Just because I'm wearing all blue, I ain't on some Blue Lives Matter type shit. But I'm saying that dealings with the police, it does that. Just the way you approach them, the way you did, it plays a part in it. I'm not saying it's the whole thing, but it plays a part in it. You could get yourself out of a lot more trouble if you just handle it respectfully and cordially. Because like the guy that does my security training, he said, whenever that shit happens, even if the cop is being a dick, he was like, you got to just let that shit mac because you're going to lose there. Win that shit in court. Don't win it there. You're going to lose there every time. You're going to lose. In that situation, you're going to lose. Either you're going to lose your fucking life, you're going to lose your fucking freedom. So why not just take the bullshit, put your pride to the side, and win it in court? Because when you take them to court and they on some bull, let them do the fuck shit. Because when you go to court and you get paid for that shit, or the judge throws that shit out, like, what the fuck are we doing? You win there. But that other shit, like, you're not going to win there like that.
Let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all feel like the situation with George Floyd could have been handled differently? Do you think that it could have been handled differently where he didn't have to lose his life in such a violent manner?
No, all of them shits is fucking awful. All of them. Every last one of them was awful and all could have been avoided. Any lethal, it should be reserved for, because it's like so weird saying that you're in fear for your life. Like that's such a vague, blank statement, because it's like, what were you scared of? Like you have tasers and shit like that. You could easily, that should be the first thing you got pepper spray. That should be the first thing you do before anything.
They use that every time saying, oh, I was in fear for my life. Like I didn't have no, like most of the people that got killed, majority didn't have no weapons, no nothing. Like
that's what I'm saying. There should be no lethal force. I would tase somebody. Like if I was a cop, I'm tasing you before I shoot you, because at least I know you're gonna survive the fucking tase. Or I'm gonna pepper spray you, or I'm gonna beat the shit out of your legs with a fucking stick. The last thing I'm doing is, the only reason why I'm shooting somebody is because you have something that could kill me. You have something that could potentially do harm to me, is when I'm gonna shoot your stupid ass. And even then, I'm shooting waist down. But people say like, oh, you get caught up in the moment. Granted, which is true, but they be trying to play fickle shit where it comes to like officers are not trained to shoot, to just
they train to kill.
They train to kill. They train to shoot to kill.
But that's what I'm saying. But like they try to hold civilians like, oh, if you was in that situation, what would you? Nigga, I'm not a trained. You went to fucking academy for this. Like you went to deal with these circumstances. You're not a normal civilian. You are a person who was trained to handle these things. You can't hold that to the common person. Like if I was in that situation, I wouldn't be able to tell you what I could do. But if you're trained for this shit. This is what we're paying our fucking taxes for. Like this is what that shit comes from. Like you're trained in these scenarios, so you can't hold that to an average civilian. Like I hate when people say that shit. What would you do in that? Because that's what the teacher be saying. That's why I be disagreeing with them. I was like, I'm a civilian. I haven't been trained. You've been trained. So you should know what to do in that situation. The first thing you shouldn't think is taking somebody's life because you're scared. And another problem with that is that these police officers are police in areas they didn't grow up in. That's a big fucking issue. You can't have police fucking policing a neighborhood or a project or a hood that they're not familiar with. granted, that's easier said than done to throw a filter on that, but still, that has to do something. You have to have these police a part of the community. You got to let them show face. Police officers can't just be in a community when something bad happens. Like, nah, they need to be there just in general, just to show face, just to be at the corner, say what up to the corner people at the bodega, stand in front of the hood, see the dudes, you know, whatever, the kids just fucking playing, like, show face.
Make the people in those neighborhoods feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Make them feel comfortable.
And maybe that'll help.
Hey, yo, speaking of that, right? My cousin was in the academy. My cousin was in the NYPD academy, right? My cousin, right? My blood cousin was in the NYPD academy. And he was like, yo, he got through like the first like 2 to 3 weeks, I believe. And he was like, yo, this shit is just not for him. Like, he's seen what they're gonna try to do. And he's from Queens. He grew up in Queens, Jamaica Ave, and then he moved to Northside Queens, which is still Jamaica, Northside Jamaica Queens. And you know what I mean? He's been around here, and that's the 113 precinct over here. You know what I mean? Over here in Queens head. You know what I'm saying? My part. So he was like, yo, it's just not for him. It's not for him. And he's done security. You know what I'm saying? He's done security. He's actually a school safety officer right now. So, you know what I mean? The last time I spoke to him, I'm like, yo, what's up? You trying to do the PD thing again? He's like, yo, you know, coronavirus. Because when the coronavirus shit hit the city, it shut everything down. Just like how it shut everything in America, in the world down. Fuck America, the world. So when I asked him again, I spoke to him recently. I'm like, yo, so what's up? You doing PD shit again? He's like, yo, I really, you know, if I do it, because he has a son, he's like, yo, if I do it, it's gonna be on the strength of my son, so my son can have a better future. But I really don't want to do it because it's a lot of shit that comes with the job, especially when you got that pigmentation in your skin. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of different scenarios and topics that we could touch on, but to just keep it just short and to the point, I really feel as though certain situations could be avoided on how you approach the police. Because yo, I got tints. You can't even see my car. Y'all both y'all both was in my car. Y'all both rode in my car. Yo, it's to the point where I got stopped the other day, right? And the cop was like, yo, what's up with your tints, man? Your tints are really dark, bro. Now, he didn't even call me, bro, at first. He's like, yo, he came with the gun out. And I'm like, yo, what's going on here? Yo, boom. I show my badge. Once I show my badge that, yo, I'm FD, he was like, oh, all right, bro. All right, bro. Yo, listen, man, just try to get your tints fit. So if I didn't show my badge, then I would have automatically been like, yo, you know what, this guy's, he's a threat. He's a threat. I'm a threat.
Now look, I told Queens nigga, I don't know if I told both of y'all, but I know I told Queens nigga.
Yeah, you told me the same situation happened to you.
Last week, I'm going to work. I get pulled. I see the cop sitting in the parking lot. I drive past. Boom. I see him jump behind me. I see him put his lights on. So I go into the left lane because I think he's trying to go past me. The nigga get behind me. He flashing the lights. I'm like, damn, what the fuck this nigga want? So I pull over. Mind you, he got the little light that's on the driver's side. He got it blasting, so I can't even see behind me. So I still got my windows up. My tent's not dark or whatever, but it's in the morning. It's like 6 in the morning, so no sun out or nothing. So the nigga come, mind you, I only see like when somebody passed the light. So I see somebody, I know somebody that's coming to the car. The nigga come to my driver window and knock on my window with the gun out. So I'm on the phone with my mom's at the time. So I was like, my nigga got the gun out. So I rolled the window down. I'm like, yo, you got your gun out? He's like, oh, you didn't roll your window down. I couldn't see in the car or whatever like that. And he was like, oh, I was like, damn nigga, you scary. So he like license and registration or whatever. And he was like, oh, insurance. I was like, son, as soon as you run my insurance, my license and plate, my insurance gonna come up. You gonna see my car. It's insured. Mind you, I got two on me in the car.
That's a fact.
So like he came back, he was like, oh, we're just looking for a dark blue car and a kind of car that you have, a dark blue car. I'm like, nigga, you obviously can see that my car is fucking gray. Like, what is you talking about? You looking for a dark blue car? And I was like, yo, so why you came with your gun out the car? And I was like, yo, who you work for or whatever? And I was like, man, you scary as shit, nigga. You a bitch.
Bro.
And I rolled my window up.
That's not how you talk. That's not how you talk to them, bro.
Even though that's warranted because of how he approached, you don't do that, bro. That's how you end up on the fucking news, bro.
You can't talk to him like that.
Yeah, you can't.
Listen.
That's a fact.
Listen. Don't come to my car with your gun out, son. You scary.
I feel you. I completely feel you.
Look, I agree with you too, Rick.
We're on a busy road. No, the only reason why I did that because he acted like it didn't happen. So when he came back in the car, he told me, oh, have a nice day. No, nigga, not have a nice day, nigga. If I didn't have my kids in the car, and you come to with your gun out to my, oh, I didn't roll my window down. What the fuck you mean? I didn't roll my window down, nigga. What? That's not no protocol to roll my window down, nigga. Fuck you. So I asked him like, yo, let me get your badge number, whatever. I got all that. So I'm like, man, like, bro, I don't like that type of shit because I see the situation because like that shit could have definitely went left. Like,
and you wasn't helping. That shit could have went way left.
My car?
Nah, you didn't help. You didn't help
the
situation.
This was after the fact. This is after the fact. So, but I'm like, bro, what warrants you to walk to my car with your gun out, son? Like, what warrants? Like, if this supposed to be a traffic stop, or you say you looking for, like, bro, the cop was a Coconut Creek police. I was in fucking Margate. You was out of your jurisdiction anyways. Like, I don't even understand. What was the point of you pulling me over? Like, I don't get it.
But that everything you just said just now, everything you just said, I understand it. But it's just like Son said, that's not your fight to win there. Everything you just said, you take that shit to court and you make this nigga's life hell if you really lay in your bag about that.
Man.
It don't matter. Everything else you just said, like, especially because I can only assume that that's not the first time Son did no shit like that. There's only but so much that they could brush under the rug. If Son got some type of history or anything of that nature,
a paper trail,
something you add to it. That's what the most you can do. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're not gonna win. You doing all that extra shit, it's just gonna cause. Just like even when we was in the parking lot, bro, it's gonna cause more. It's gonna do more harm than good. I feel you, and you feeling that way is completely warranted. But you're not gonna win there, bro. You're going to lose there, bro. You are going to lose.
You know, all right, yo, Rick, you touched on a great topic, right? You said this is not going to win in court, but you know what the fuck will win in court? How big your paper trail is, how much money you got. Because guess what? Even if you guilty,
I'm broke, nigga.
You get it. Nah, but what I'm saying, I'm saying general pop. I'm talking society. All right, look at motherfuckers that are really out here and making real money, and you know what I'm saying, it's really doing crimes. They still going home to their family. If they not, then they doing a little bit of time and they coming back home to their family because they bag talk. You know what I mean? America is built on money. America is built on corruption, and America was built just everything evil in the sense of you gotta get ahead. So if you got, slavery, you know what I mean? Evil. Which was one of the evil, just evilness. Evil. That's what America was built on. You know what I mean? So if you look at it in that sense, you gotta just take it for what it is. If your money is long, it don't matter if you green, yellow, black, white, Spanish, Jamaican, Bahamian, nigga, you gonna get away with whatever.
Yeah, but Queen, you can't use money in a situation because most of the people that get fucking fucked up with the law don't have any money. So that doesn't matter. Like, if you got a bag, the bag can change everything. You feel me?
Yeah. Everything.
But like just for us three right here, like, we don't have that type of bag where if we get fucked up and be honest with you, how many people you know personally that got the bag that could go do that shit if they go get in trouble? Like, bro, you see all these celebrities, they get in trouble. Like, no, if that was me, nigga, they would have threw a book at me. You feel me? Because like, I got enough money to get a paid lawyer. You feel me? But far as them niggas like getting top tier lawyers and paying whatever off or get whoever money, drop this case, let me get this, like, son, no, I don't got it like that. You feel me? So that's only that you can't, that's only to a small demographic of the people you talking to, because that's not talking to the people that we talk to on a day-to-day or that we run into. Like, for a regular working person that work a 9 to 5 like us, is not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen. You got a point. Look at Khalif Browder. I don't know if I'm saying his name. Khalif Browder. He was in Rikers Island. Yeah. Cardo, you familiar with that story, right?
Is this some with the backpack shit that he ended up getting?
Right.
He ended up killing himself?
Yeah.
It's,
so
he was in Rikers. So
he was sitting on Rikers for mad long.
Just to cut you off on that, whenever I have these conversations with anybody, it's so fucked up when you hear a name of a fucked up story that involves some shit like that, and the first thing that comes to my mind was, wait, which one is that? Like, when I think that, bro, it's like so fucking sad saying that shit out loud. Yo, wait, which one? Is that the one that got shot with a shotgun when he was just walking around a fucking neighborhood? Yo, is that the one that was selling the fucking cigarettes on the corner that fucking got popped for selling cigarettes on the fucking, or got choked up for fucking selling cigarettes? Is that the one? Is that the one that was sleeping in the crib and got popped? Like, just saying, like, it's like, when is enough in that type of scenario? Because these stories are fucking depressing and they're sad.
Yeah,
and
it
there's
is.
only so, and it's crazy that there's people that are actually out there defending it. You can't defend that shit. You cannot defend that shit. You can't defend none of it. It's all sad. But then this to the opposite of it, certain things are blown out of proportion within like the media, or it's like two sides to this shit. That's the fucked up part about this country, is that it's all subjective at the end of the day. You're gonna have your views. It's either you stand on the left side, you stand on the right side, you stand in the middle of the shit. But everybody's gonna have their views. Like, we're talking about some shit because we grew up in urban areas. We grew up in this type of community, so we identify more with this certain type of demographic, or this, I guess, political stance on this shit. We're considered liberals, you know what I'm saying, amongst people. Like, so when people have the other opportunity, like other stance, like people can't even have conversations. Like, one of the dudes I want to have on this podcast, he is one of the very few people I know that our beliefs and shit, our morals and shit, he's Latino too, he's Dominican. Our beliefs and morals on shit couldn't be completely different. Like, he's a more of a conservative Republican kind of dude, to where he, with liberals and shit like that, he's always bashing them and saying why they're wrong and shit like that. Now, people like that, you have to have people like that around you, because you need a difference of opinion. It might help shape your own. You can't just because his is different from yours, you want to shut him out. That's what he gets in life. Like, his family like disowns him. Like, people that he used to be cool with don't fuck with him no because of his opinion. I'm the only person that hasn't done that for him, according to him. So when I talk to him about stuff like this, even if I don't agree with him, or even if I just completely disagree with what he's saying, I still hear him out, because he might help shape my opinion. So when we talk about things like this, he was like, oh, but then there's this evidence. The media said that it was this, and they blown it out of proportion. He said, because whenever a black person dies, it turns into the biggest fucking news. But if you look in the statistics, and then it's not like he's just saying shit to say shit. He says shit to back it up. And it kind of makes you look twice at it. It doesn't change my opinion, but it changes the way I receive information from the sources that I receive it from. I'm not just going off of what the headline is in the newspaper, or the headline is in the fucking TV. Like, I'm going to do my own research. I'm not going to let social media tell me what the fuck it is I'm supposed to believe. I'm going to dig into it if I care about it that much. And I got that from him. Granted, his opinions are completely different from mine, but you can't always be around like-minded people. You have to be around people that aren't like-minded. It helps you grow. If you're around like-minded people, you're going
to stay stagnant.
You're going to stay stagnant. Whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. Like I just try to surround myself with people from different walks of life, people with different kinds of beliefs, and people who are in different types of field of mind. That's how you grow as a person. You don't want to just be around people who just agree with everything you agree. You're not gonna learn nothing.
Hey, yo, you see what's so crazy, son? We before we started recording this podcast, we had a series of topics that we were going to talk about. And this wasn't even a fucking topic, bro.
We had nothing. This freestyle shit's only gonna work but so many times, bro. We 2 for 2 right now.
Son, that's why I always say, I'm like, bro, we're gonna talk about something, and then we're gonna get on a whole different topic and spiral into a whole nother topic.
That's how our DMs are. If anybody wants to ever have the privilege to look at our DMs, that's all what it is. Like, if you really look at a DM, we'll be talking about some shit like, yeah, bro, this shit is fucking crazy. The world's fucked up.
And then we'll jump into,
yo, but look at this bitch. it just goes. Then we'll talk about music. Then we'll talk. It always changes to something. Yeah. So it's literally what we said, that we're literally bringing the DMs.
We didn't speak anything about social injustice, bro. We didn't speak anything about that. Nothing about social justice.
We still ain't touch on ethnicity claiming, and we still ain't talk about the first time we fought. We had some topics, but we didn't talk about.
We didn't even talk.
We've been too serious. Let's go to something like more fun and funny.
You want to lighten it up? You want to light it up? All right, so let's talk about the ethnic background things. All right, so I'm Puerto Rican. I used to jack that I'm Puerto Rican, Peruvian, and Italian, because the man who raised me is Puerto Rican, Peruvian, Italian. But I ended up finding out that my daddy ain't my real daddy, so I can only jack Puerto Rican now.
Hold on. What?
Yo, Rick, you cannot have this bad of a memory for a nigga that don't smoke weed, bro. Like, you can't. You just can't. Bro.
Nah,
you don't remember shit.
I don't remember hearing this
either. I told y'all this story. Like, I definitely told y'all this story.
No. You said it, but it wasn't confirmed. Like, you said,
what's confirmed is the man that raised me, he handed me paper. I'm mad at young niggas gonna be talking about my daddy issues on the podcast, but he handed me paperwork at 18. Like, I remember I went to go get pizza with him, and we were just in the middle of the conversation, and he just slid a piece of paper across the desk that said, "Yo, I'm not your dad." And I was like, okay.
That's crazy.
And he just looked at me, and he was just like, Rich, it's okay to let it out. It's okay to feel angry. Don't keep that bottle inside. And I said, bro, you left when I was 9 years old. I'm 18 now. I literally lived half my life without you. Do you really think this piece of paper is going to do anything of detriment to me? I haven't had a father this long. I'll be all right for the next 9 years. That's what I told him. And that shit kind of took him aback. But you got to understand, when you go through something like that, you become numb to shit. Like, it wasn't even the fact that I found out he was my dad that fucked me up. It was the fact how his family and himself, they completely shut me out of his life. They shut me out of their life. Like, I could get into some real sad shit that's going to fucking kill a vibe, but he said he wanted to keep it on some funny shit. But, yeah, so I ended up finding out that the man that raised me wasn't my dad. So I knew that since I was 18. Now, the man that is potentially my biological father, that remains yet to be seen. But I can only claim Puerto Rican now. Because I'm obviously, he's not my dad, so I can't claim Italian, Peruvian no more. I'm just Puerto Rican. Right. So this guy that's potentially my dad, he's also full-fledged Puerto Rican. So I'm just saying I'm Puerto Rican. So I bring this up because we're talking about like ethnic claiming. Like we always give Queens niggas shit, because I'll let Rick tell the story, because Rick tells the shit a lot funnier than me when we found out Jamaican.
So mind you, like, you know, if you watch the first episode, me and Queens have been knowing each other since 9th grade, 14, 15 years old. Well, 14, 15 years old. He 27, I'm 28 now. Yeah. So like, all through high school, you feel me?
Niggas knew I was Jamaican. Hold on, let me stop you before you say this. Let me stop you before you say this. Niggas knew I was Jamaican, but I did not know you was Jamaican. Vibes Cartel, all of them things. I wasn't on
that. Don't mean shit. I listen to reggae. Nigga, I listen to reggae. That don't make me Jamaican. I listen to all of that shit too.
Right. Go ahead.
All through high school, nothing. You feel me? You just regular Queens nigga. You feel me? So we get out of school. You feel me? Whatever. Even like, okay, when it started coming out when you went back to New York. I don't know if Cardo had a Snapchat, but you know, I had you on Snapchat. So I used to be going through Snapchats, and I'm like, I did not know I follow a Jamaican artist. Who the fuck is this? I'm talking about. I click on the page. I'm like, all I hear is Bomber Clad, John Rock, Bomber, Pussy Clad, why go on with you? I'm like, yo, I'm screen recording this shit. I said, yo, I gotta send this shit to Cardo. This nigga here is wow.
Yo, like, how I knew it was bad. I remember one of the videos Rick sent me. All I see was some pun in the river. This nigga Queens nigga was like this. Bro, when I see that, I was like, who is this nigga?
Bro, that nigga said he was pun in the river.
My son was
let me tell you about that night. It was a fucking karaoke night. It was karaoke night in the bar. And it was like, yo, it was some chick, she sang a Ashanti song.
Nigga, you had a paid performance.
No, listen. She sang.
He was on the flyer? Queens nigga had the flyer where he was just standing on the flyer like that?
Gaza. So, yo, boom.
He was like this.
He was stitching.
I was pointing. So they was like, yo, who else want to come up on here? You know, I had a couple hennies in me, so you know I'm feeling nice or whatever. So yo, I'll go up on the mic now. They was like, yo, all right, we're gonna switch it up, man. Enough rap, enough this, enough that. I was like, yo, put out some vibes content. Yo, when I don't know what the fuck, and then I just started performing the songs. Son. That shit was
when I saw that shit, I said, yo, this nigga Queens nigga is a Jamaican artist on the low. I'm like,
it's the biggest artist out of Jamaica.
Bro, I'm talking about, bro, I'm thinking I'm listening to a reggae station every time. Like, bro, on Snapchat, this nigga was a Jamaican. I'm talking about Yard Man. Whatever they say in Jamaica.
Rasta bad man.
Yo,
a bad man you don't know you won't know. It's like super Jamaican.
Bro, if y'all ever seen a nigga Belly, Queens nigga was Ox from Belly, son. Like, who won test? Me rough is Jamaican, tough is Jamaican, make it dick hard like rock. Like,
yeah.
Bro, he was all of that, son. Like, bro, I was literally like, bro, one day I'm going through this nigga's story. When I said I had tears in my eyes, bro, I was crying.
But wait, what is it? What is it though, Queens nigga? Because it's like for example, like y'all just heard me speak a little Spanish earlier. It's like when you're around certain people, like I kind of like understand what Queens nigga with that. It's just because he's not going to be speak like that's just not how he speaks amongst people who are just Americans. Like he's not going to be Rastafarian, Badman, you don't know, you won't know, Dottie with us. Like he's going to be the American version of what he is, because we're gonna have a hard time understanding it. So I'm glad he's not like that. It's funny to me. Yeah. The quality shit, nigga. You know the vibes, nigga.
But you got better Wi-Fi then.
I got some good Wi-Fi too, nigga. I got Verizon Fios, nigga. My shit is official tissue, nigga.
Yeah, I got Verizon Fios too.
Yeah, my shit is official.
Yeah, that shit. Yeah. That's what I got too.
that fiber optic fucking shit, nigga. That shit is official tissue.
That shit is the truth. Truth. So yeah, I got cousins, man, that are in Jamaica right now. Like I went to Jamaica last year in January 2020, and I rented a car out there, and I was driving out there. I was moving around like comfortable out there because I have a lot of family out there. And mind you, when you driving in Jamaica, it's different sides of the road. It's not like America where you driving on the right side of the road. Everything is on the other side of the road. So you driving going straight, but on the left side of the road. So it took a little bit of
shit, right?
Like, all right,
UK shit.
Yeah, it's like UK because I don't know if you knew this, but Jamaica was owned by Great Britain. You know what I mean? When the slavery times was going on, yeah, Great Britain, UK owned Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? So Jamaica just adapted all of their policies and shit like that. You know what I mean? So when I was out there, I was moving comfortable. But you know, like I said, I have a lot of family that moved from Jamaica to here. So when I'm around them, I'm not gonna speak English per se. I'm gonna be more Jamaican and more in tune with the culture, because like my grandmother, for instance, I'm not speaking, yo, grandma, what up? I'm not saying that. I'm just, yo, grandma, where going? You're good? Where are you going with it? Where are you going with it? You're good? Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah. And that's just what it is.
I feel the same way, like with the Spanish shit. Like when I was actually excited because in my family, in my generation at least, I'm one of the very few people that actually speak Spanish. It's become like a lost thing. Like it's our parents' fault, to be honest.
That's bad.
Like, the only time my parents talked Spanish to me when I was a kid was when I was about to get my ass whooped. Like when the war out there, man, like that's when they were about to fuck us up, is the only time that fucking Spanish was spoken in the household. So since I've learned Spanish, I've realized the importance of it, because that's how that shit gets lost down the line. So when I have my kids, I'm gonna speak to them in Spanish.
But you don't even speak Spanish though. You don't even know how to speak Spanish, Cardo.
You just heard me speak Spanish earlier, bro.
You said something from Telemundo. Cut it out.
Bro, but I get what you're saying, because I'm not gonna be like that around my friends. So when you hear it, you're not gonna hear me speak.
You speak
Spanish.
it fluently?
No, hell no. You know how fucking many words you have to first of all, and I don't know if you guys do this, but in Spanish, in the language itself, different cultures and different ethnic backgrounds have different ways of saying the same fucking word. So there's times that I could be speaking to somebody, like, for example, like, people give me a lot of shit about my Spanish. Like, if I talk Spanish to somebody, they'll say to me, they'll be like, "Tu hablas español así como un gringo," which they're basically saying that you speak Spanish like a white boy. The reason why they say that is not because of what I'm saying is wrong. It's just because I'm speaking proper Spanish. The people that taught me Spanish are from Central America and South America. They only speak proper Spanish. Puerto Ricans and Dominicans speak that broken slang shit, kind of like how you just said with Jamaica with the English. It's English, but just broken English. It's with an accent type shit. Spanish is the same. So, we speak broken Spanish.
So, like from what I hear, like especially people that I ever talked to, they was like, say if you Puerto Rican, somebody from Puerto Rico don't speak the same or don't mean the same thing from Colombia. Like we say something in Spanish and that don't mean it means something totally different in Colombia. Like the words are different it depends on where you're from. If you're from Mexico or DR, like it all means something different.
I can't give you examples off the top of my head, but I just caught myself in certain scenarios when I would say something and they would just look at me like, "What the fuck?" And then I'll be like, "Oh no, it's this." I'll tell them what I'm trying to tell them. And they'll be like, "Oh shit!" Like, "Oh, like nah, I thought you said this because over here it means blah 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 blah." So that's what makes like Spanish difficult. But that's what I'm saying. When people hear me talk Spanish, is because they're expecting me to talk like a Puerto Rican. But I don't speak Spanish like a Puerto Rican. I speak Spanish like a dude from Peru or a dude from Ecuador, because they speak the proper version of the shit. I never knew that. When people used to say that to me, I used to be like, "Damn, like my pronunciation must be fucking awful that they're saying this," but it's not that. It's just because I speak proper than what they're used to. So that's what it comes to. But No, by all means, my Spanish is like far from perfect, but I can keep a conversation with somebody. Can I have a deep intellectual fucking conversation? Can I do a podcast in Spanish? No, but I can have a conversation with somebody. So when I learned how to speak Spanish and be able to keep these conversations, I realized how important it was. So I have to teach my kids this shit. They have to know this shit. I have to be with somebody that's going to enforce that just as much as I'm going to. It's important because that's how shit gets lost. Look at my generation. Like I said, I'm one of the very few people that speak, and I had to learn this shit on my own. I had to learn this shit outside of my family. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn shit on my own. I even use an app. It's called Duolingo. It's like this green app that can teach you like any language for free. I use that shit. Like I be fucking going to school on this shit to learn new words or whatever. But I get what you're saying because the only time I'm gonna do it, the only time I speak Spanish is if that person doesn't speak English. If I'm around people that speak Spanish, that want to speak Spanish, but that know they know English, speaking Spanish, I'm gonna respond to you in English.
All right.
It's preferences at the end of the day. What do you prefer to speak? Would you prefer to speak just how you talk, or would you rather speak with the patois shit? Like, what would you rather speak?
It depends on who I'm around.
Who you talking to? Yeah, it's like who you talking to. Yeah, but it's just a general rule of thumb for me. For me, that don't apply because even if you're Latino and if you speak English, I'm going to speak to you in English. Like even my grandfather, when I interviewed my grandfather, I told him, I said, yo, Papa, I was like, most of my viewers don't speak Spanish. Like most of the people that I think are gonna actually watch this shit don't speak Spanish. I was like, so can we just keep the interview in English? And he was like, well, he says, you're Latino, right? And I was like, yeah. He's like, you're Puerto Rican. And I was like, yeah. He was just like, you speak Spanish, right? I said, yeah. And I was like, he said, so why aren't we doing this in Spanish? I was like, it's not for me. Like, I could understand you. We can have this conversation, but most people aren't that I know. And then he was just like, he said, oh, okay. So he decided to speak English because that's his preference. His preference is Spanish.
To speak Spanish.
Yeah, to speak Spanish.
Now, Cardo, you was just in Puerto Rico the other day.
2 months
now,
ago.
When you, the other day, whatever. When you was out there, yo, did you feel like you were at home? Because when I was in Jamaica, I felt like I was at home. You know what I mean? Like I felt like, like I'm amongst my people. Did you feel like when you was in Puerto Rico, did you feel like, yo, I'm in Puerto Rico, like I'm home?
Going to Puerto Rico because I went there twice. The first time I went there, what I would say it did for me, not that I felt like I was home, but it made me proud to be Puerto Rican. Like I was looking at a group of people who were proud. Like these are the core, I was proud. I honestly, I walked away from that shit with a different kind of like appreciation from my culture because I didn't care about it. I never thought my culture defined me. Like I never thought of it that way. But I appreciate it. I walked away feeling like a Puerto Rican. Like I felt Puerto Rican after that. Because again, look at me, bro. I always walked around being the white boy. Like people didn't even jack Spanish. Like I always just walked around being the white boy. I walked away from that like, nah, nigga, I'm Puerto Rican. I walked away feeling that shit, bro. Like I feeling proud of that shit.
Would you ever live in Puerto Rico?
Hell no. Not with all the shit that they got going on now. Fuck no. My mom lives over there and I'm trying to get her back to Florida, bro. I hate that she's over there with all of that shit that's going on, bro. Things have earthquakes and shit like that.
Hey, yo, when it's all said and done, when I'm done, like when I'm about to retire, I will move to Jamaica and live in Jamaica, bro. No funny shit. Yeah, I would because it's just, you know what I mean? I'll be good down there. I'm dead ass serious. I'm dead ass serious.
It'll be such a culture shock, bro. You so used to living in a...
Nah, bro, I'm good. I'll be good down there. I will be good down there.
I've never been to Jamaica, so I can't speak on like how life is over there.
Jamaica is mad Americanized, bro. It's mad Americanized. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it is.
I want to go over there. I actually do want to go over there.
Yeah, it's a dope vibe.
Yeah, what am I? All right, and then now Rick, I just found out
Rick is an American nigga.
Bahamian. Yeah, he's like super, but it's like, what do Bahamians speak? Do they have their own lingo, their own language? Like, is Rick living a double life?
Hey boy. Yeah, that's how they talk.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep it G. That's my dad's side of the family, and which like I know my dad's side of the family, but I don't have no relationship with them at all. Like I don't speak to them. We don't speak. You feel me? Like no form of contact or nothing like that. Like
is that because of like a fallout? Is that something bad happened, or it just never was the case?
Nah, it just was never the case. Like my dad never had a relationship with them, so granted, it was the same way with me. Like so, like
which is kind of fucked up. Which is kind of fucked up because you're kind of missing out on a whole group of people who are your blood. Based off of your dad not fucking with them. That's fucked up.
When we went to the Bahamas a few years back, like I got to meet them and like they really live like that over there. I'm talking about like not on no poverty or poor, like they stay like in a whole estate. Like my dad uncles and shit, like my granddad brother, like they have a big ass estate. Like the like one of my granddad nephews, one of my his uncle's son, I mean my brother's son, his brother's son, he's not like a prime minister, but whatever is under a prime minister, that's what he is over there. His name Bray Davis, right? Like the nigga got this shit. Like when my grandfather died, like he took a whole jet over here and
hold on, one second. Queens, they can say something so I know the audio is good. Because last time you checked out your hemos, the shit was fucked up.
Yeah, good money.
All right, go ahead, Rick. My bad.
Yeah, so like he took a jet over here. He had security with him and all type of shit. So like when we went over there, like they had the red carpet laid out for us. Like the nigga had a big ass estate with like four houses like just on one land and just like
wow.
Like so it's real nice over there. Like they from it's called Cat Island. A lot of people don't know that in Bahamas, but it's called Cat Island. But that's where like my dad people are from, because people only know Nassau, like people don't know Freeport and all these other places in the Bahamas. People only know like Atlantis that they have in Nassau and stuff like that. But like they from Cat Island, Obey. The city is Obey. The island is Cat Island, and then like the city they from Obey. Like so that's what my dad people is from. Like, but like I said, like I know the people, like my dad uncles and shit like that. Like I know them because I have met them before. But like far as having like communication or something like that. But it's like, yo, every time you come over here, you got somewhere to stay. We're gonna give you money. We're gonna give you prostitutes, like all that. Like this what he's telling me. Like, yo, you come out here, you got it made or whatever. Like you should tell me and all my 11 brothers and sisters from my dad's side. You should tell us this. But I'm like, man, you feel me? Like,
to me, nigga, we out to the Bahamas, nigga, like that. We not going to Vegas no more. Fuck that, we going to the Bahamas, nigga.
yeah. Like,
I'm going to the Bahamas, nigga, sound lit.
I'm telling you, like, his name Alvin. The nigga always tell me, like, if my dad talking to him or whatever, or he happened to come down here and like visit or whatever, he'd be like, yo, boy, why you wanna come? Boy, I laid out. You get prostitutes, money, whatever you want. You smoke, you get that too. And like, cause like my older sister went out there. She was like, bro, they gave her $2,000. They gave her $2,000 spending money, American money. And she just lived it up. Like she didn't have to pay for nothing. All she had to do was just get over there. And a flight to the Bahamas from Florida, 30 minutes, because the Bahamas is right there. Right there. Yeah. So like it's like I said, like I never claimed it because I never grew up in that environment and nothing like that. So if people always ask me, like I jacket like on some funny shit, like, oh yeah, nigga, I'm Bahamian, but nah, I'm never jacking that shit. Like I'm never like, yo, yeah. I'm from the Bahamas. I'm Bahamian. Like, nah, I don't care. Like I'm American. Like,
yeah, I was kind of like that with the whole Puerto Rican thing, only because first I didn't speak Spanish at the time. I don't dance to the fucking music. I don't have the culture in me, so I kind of felt like I was doing Puerto Ricans a disservice by even claiming that shit. Especially like there's an unspoken thing, not an unspoken thing, but it's like a weird thing. Like I'm from New York, and Puerto Ricans who weren't born on the island, we got coined New York Ricans. Now, when I used to hear that term, I just thought that was just a clever way, I guess, to say you're a Puerto Rican from New York.
Puerto Rican, yeah.
No,
it sounds though.
Yeah, it sounds cool, but it's not. It's not a term of endearment. It's basically like a status kind of thing. Like They're saying we're New York Ricans that we're not real Puerto Ricans because we're not born on the island. If you're not born on the island, they don't consider you a real Puerto Rican. You're New York Rican. So it's not a term of endearment. It's
similar to that.
It's like a status symbol.
Fat Joe said the same shit.
Yeah, no, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. I didn't know that until I was told that. Even my grandfather tried me when I was over there. He said, "Tú no eres boricua, tú eres un New York Rican." And I said, "Damn, papa, that's how you feel about me?" I said, "But you gotta understand, like you go to like the Bronx and shit, these Puerto Rican neighborhoods, there's some proud ass Puerto Ricans there. You'll know when you're in a Puerto Rican, nigga, you'll see the flags fucking everywhere. You'll see them more than the American fucking flag. You know what I'm saying? Like this proud people that live in New York.
But don't that go for every because they always say
I wouldn't know. Queens, you can speak on that more than anything. Were you born on the island, or you were born in the States? I don't even know the answer to that question.
I was born here.
All right, so is there like some type of dynamic like that too, to where like if you weren't born on the island, you're not considered a fucking, a true blood Jamaican?
They call me.
So that must be a thing just in general. I didn't know that. They call you what? Yankee I can barely hear you, bro.
Yo, Yankee boy.
Oh, I did hear that before. Yeah. What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, Yankee mean you American.
Okay, I didn't know.
They call me Yankee Boy.
Wow. So see, it's like, the same thing.
Because like I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know from like hanging around different people from different cultures or whatever. Like, all right, say if like both of your parents are from Haiti or whatever, and so that makes you Haitian. But they be like, oh yeah, you're not real Haitian because you wasn't born on the island. Nigga, both of my parents are Haitian. What the fuck are you talking about?
Like,
I was raised in that culture.
It's about where you was born, though.
And it's funny.
No, that's not true. That's not true, Queens nigga. That's not true. Because if I was born in China, that doesn't make me Chinese. My parents are Black American.
It does make you Chinese.
No, it does.
No, it doesn't.
It does, bro. It does. You have to get a passport or dual citizenship to come over here. Nigga, you're Chinese. You're a Chinese. You're Chinese American.
Listen. So if my parents was on vacation while my mom was pregnant and they was in China and she had me, that doesn't make me Chinese.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. You would literally have. I've heard that story, but you would literally have to get dual citizenship because you were born in a Chinese hospital.
Right.
We can Google it, bro.
Look at J. Cole. Look at J. Cole. J. Cole was born in Germany. He's German.
No, he's not.
I did not know that. That's news to me. Hold on. We got Googles, bro. We got Googles. Let's not just say shit to say shit. Oh, this was
no. He was. He was born in Germany. He was.
Yo, because his mom and his pop, I think his pops was in the army. He was in the military.
Yeah, his pop was in the army.
So that makes him. He's a German citizen, bro. At that point, he's a German citizen.
No, you are what your parents. You are what your parents are, Queens. Yes, you are.
Of course, but where you are born, you're gonna have your citizenship.
You're not German, bro.
No, wait. Hold on. I'm looking at the Wikipedia. It says Jermaine Lamar Cole, born January 28, 1985, is a German-born American rapper, singer-songwriter, and record producer.
German-born. Born in Germany.
Born on a military base in Germany and raised in Fayetteville, North Carolina. So he's German. He's German, bro.
German-born.
German,
bro.
If I was born in China, nigga, I'm jacking. Yo, I was born in China. I have a
Chinese. If you come to America, you're Chinese American. You're not going to be an American Chinese. You're Chinese American.
I have a Chinese citizenship.
Yeah, you have a Chinese birth certificate, nigga. If your birth certificate is Chinese, like
you are, bro. You are what your parents are, bro. You're not Chinese, bro. You were just born there.
I have to disagree with you, son.
You Chinese, bro. I get what you're saying, though. In terms of your DNA, in terms of your DNA, I get what you're saying. But on paper, you are considered Chinese American. If you were born over there, you're born over there.
J. Cole could go to Germany right now. He's considered a citizen.
I didn't know that though. That's why I love talking to y'all about shit like this. I'll be learning shit that I don't even fucking know. But
he's German citizen.
The funny shit when like I hear stuff like that with Puerto Ricans and stuff like that, like when they talk shit like that, I'll be like, bro, like half of y'all wish y'all could fucking come live over here in the States. Y'all just can't afford to do it. Like when they say shit like that, like, oh nah, real Puerto Rican, just Puerto Ricans in general. Like when Puerto Ricans say to me, when Puerto Ricans say shit like, oh, you a New York Regan, I'm like, my nigga, but you would love to live over here. You don't want to be over there in that fucking, because a lot of my family, they're from the Campo, and the Campo is like the countryside of PR. Like my mom, she lives in the montañas, my nigga. Like she's in the Campo, like in the mountains for real. Like she's in the countryside of the fucking island, like for real. And a lot of my family comes from there. So a lot of them grew up like really poor, kind of like how I did. And a lot of them that be talking to shit, like they wish they could come to the fucking state. They just can't because they can't afford it. So when they talk shit, that was always be my rebuttal. I'm like, yeah, you talking all that shit, but you would love to live in New York City. You just can't afford the rent. Like I'll just say shit like that, like just to fuck with them or whatever, because they're trying to come at me, but they really do feel that way. And I'm glad I know that that's not just a Puerto Rican thing. That's just a cultural thing, period. And I don't think that's ever going to change. I don't even like that aspect of that. Like you make me not even want to be proud of being where I'm from. Because you're talking about I can't even jack it because I wasn't born there. So I was like, all right, so you kind of develop a mentality like, all right, so fuck y'all. Like, fuck it, I'm American.
All right, Rick, let me say this to you, right? All right,
I'm still pissed about the Germany.
Yeah, I see it on the face. So let me try to make it a little different. California is in America, right? California is in America. Let's say listen.
He's a contrarian.
I'm trying to be smart. I'm trying to break it down to him. Yo, listen, if you was born in California, right? And people ask you, hey, where were you born? Where were you given birth? Where are you gonna say you was born at if you was born in California?
Far Rock, Queens, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, bro, you're making it where you was born at. I'm talking about what are you arguing?
He's talking about DNA. Like he's saying just because you were born in China, you're still a black man. You were just born in China. But that you're arguing two different things. Like Quint, what we're saying to you is that you're going to be labeled Chinese American if you were born over there. You're telling us no, and we're like, yes, nigga. But what you're trying to say is that you're not Chinese because it's not in your DNA. So again, two different.
Yeah, because what you were saying is like
you're both right. Essentially, that you're both right on what y'all saying.
Yeah. But like what he was trying to say is like that's just like saying if you was born in California, my parents on vacation in California. I was born in California, but I was raised in Florida. And they say, "Where you from?" What I'm gonna say?
I'm from Florida.
Okay.
Nah, I'm still gonna say I'm from Cali, nigga. I don't know. It's just weird because I give people shit for being born in New York and then leaving to a whole nother state and them jacking they from New York. They're not lying when they say that, but can you really honestly say that like your whole stomping
because it's two different things. It's two different things.
But Rick, how old were you when you left New York? You said you was in like 6th grade or some shit like that, no?
So how old are you in 6th grade? 11 or 12?
Oh no, you was a dumbass kid. I don't think you were 11 or 12. I think I was like 13 in high school, nigga. I don't think. Well, we're different ages.
No, I was 14 in 9th grade. So I had to be because 6th grade, middle school was only 3 years. So I had to be 11
you were like 11 or 12. Yeah.
Come on,
I was
man.
13. I was 13.
Back, son.
I was 13 freshman year. I was young as fuck. I was probably the youngest kid in that school type shit. I was young when I got like I think 13, I just turned 14.
6th grade.
I graduated Ely. I graduated Ely at 17.
I graduated 18.
Yeah, I graduated a year early.
Yeah, because no, I don't know how you graduated a year early. Because your birthday is definitely in October after school starts. So
nice. I don't know how.
I know how. We gonna talk about that off there. I know how though.
I know. You know what's funny about doing that? When Queens nigga did the shit with the face, my brother was telling me about this, which made me laugh because he was like, when with the shit on the shirt, when he was like, yo, there was a face on the shirt, and that when he was talking to me, he was like, yo, bro, like y'all talked about it off there, like your body was caught, right? And I was like, no, these niggas is dumb as fuck, like they said that stupid shit, and it had nothing to do with that. And he was like, nah, but they were kind of hinting at that. And I was like, I know, like nigga, you thought the same thing I thought, like they made me feel stupid.
Nigga say, yo. Nigga said, yo, a shirt was on the face. A shirt
was on the face.
A body got caught, right? He was like, nah, you don't know what we talk about.
Yeah,
nah, you don't know. But, yo, what the fuck you talking about? Somebody got killed, right? Y'all talking about a face on the shirt, right? Nah, nigga. Nah.
My brother thought the same thing. That he was like, yo, it's good that y'all didn't say it on air because that's like real street shit. I'm like, no, the fuck it wasn't. Like, I'm like, it wasn't even, it was just fucking with me. Like, it was some other shit. And then when I told him, I told him like just a little bit of it. I was just like, yeah, some shit that happened and, they had to dip or whatever. And he was just like, oh, he's just nah, because I feel you when you thought that. I was like, yeah, they was just being stupid. So we had a real good laugh about that. But all in all, this podcast went a lot better than I thought it was going to go, to be honest with you, because we really didn't have shit to talk about. We talked about a whole lot of different type shit. So we'll just wrap it up there. Again, I appreciate you guys for doing this, man. I think it was a great pod, even though we freestyled it. We really have to. The next one has to be constructed, bro. Let's see how that one goes. If we literally just lay out a bunch of topics.
Yo, the next one, we not constructed niggas, bro. We just go with the flow.
But we have to be. We have to try, bro. Like we have to try just once. Just try it once to see how it goes.
We could. No. This, like I say. We had a couple topics that you read off, but like I say, a topic is going to lead into something else and something else and something else. So it's always going to be like that.
I'm just worried about the day that doesn't happen, and we just sit there like, yo, we just.
It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen.
I got a lot of confidence.
Never going to happen because we always going to have a convo. I'm going to start talking about yo, Queens never beat me in basketball. That's a whole nother. That's a.
Bro, talk about it. Hold on.
No, we're not. We're like on like 2 hours, 3 hours already, bro. Like
I won the last
next,
game.
No.
Yo, shout out to everybody watching. Please support the channel. Please support the fucking podcast. We love y'all. Thank y'all. Any feedback is welcome, whether it's positive or negative.
Clean heart and remain G, man.
Fuck y'all shit, man. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. We just gonna end it there, man. To the next episode. We won't be back for like 2 weeks though. I'm going on vacation next week, so you ain't gonna get a pod from us next week. The week after that, we'll be back in. We'll probably have a lot more to talk about. Love everybody, man. Y'all stay safe, man. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all for doing this, man. To the next episode. Deuces.
Gang.
Yep.